and welcome to my Master of Creation presents How to Get Seen Online. Well, it's a hard question for many. It was a hard question for me when I started out because I didn't want to be on videos, didn't want to be on camera, nothing, because I was scared, because I was shy, and yeah, eventually it turned out how it turned out. Now I have almost 700 subscribers on YouTube, which I hope we will surpass today. By the way, my name is obviously Master of Creation, as you can clearly see on the bottom left there. Let's joke. It's Corel. There's Corel Murgle the Fourth, and yeah, so I am the Master of Creation. And today I'll be showing off my skills and in basically everything. So just to initiate this, my three main services that I offer are my main one is short form video editing, and video editing in general, but short form is my specialty. I've created over 400 shorts. I have amassed over 500, maybe even, I'll say 500,000. I want to be authentic, obviously. I'm the second most authentic 19-year-old on LinkedIn. So, yeah, and so around 500,000 views, and I've grown my channel to 700 subscribers. Maybe it would be a bit more if I had more long form content. I was mostly focused just on short form content, but obviously that's my first tip for the stream. If you do have a YouTube channel, do not just post shorts. If you post shorts you can post, the majority of your content can be shorts, definitely like 20, like I have 400 shorts, but I have only like a couple long form videos that were recent, because I had some, but those were like animated presentations in Canva, and they were still pretty short, like 2 minutes, 1 minute. So basically shorts. Long form is like 5+ minutes. So I would say that. And so yeah, that's my first tip. If you have a YouTube channel, every 20 shorts, make a long form video, 5+ minutes. And I'll actually be showing off my long form videos that I started doing. If you do not have enough time to make shorts every day, I actually did want to see one thing, my overlay, LinkedIn. So are we live? We are live. Cool. Awesome. So we are live there, and then we are live on Instagram as well. Are we? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I gotta turn it on. And we are live now on Instagram too. So live on Instagram, live, where is it? Live on YouTube, live on Instagram, and I think also my X account, Twitter account, or whatever you want to call it. I'll check that too. Not used to this. I'm used to checking only my LinkedIn and YouTube. I already know if LinkedIn is working, then YouTube is working as well. Yeah, so cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm live there too now. Okay. 0 viewers. Cool. Awesome. Hopefully that grows. Maybe it grows. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? I've heard a lot of stories about streamers that were on for, say, 10 hours straight. Well, eventually they would get traction. So I'll be on for 4 hours straight, and then part two. There's a part two. Yes, I'll be on for another 4 hours. So it'll be first segment is from now, or 8 a.m. till 2. Second segment is from till 12, and second segment is from 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern, all Eastern times. So yeah, and what was I want to talk about? Maybe yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but I'll definitely be selling services. So so that was my first main service. Second main service would be I market my dad's LinkedIn profile makeovers. They're the best out there. We remake, redo, whatever you want to call it, your profile from the top to bottom. And it's a banner, profile picture, headline, about, experience, layout, tone. It's all of it. And yeah, so I've been marketing that recently as well. A lot of it. I'll be talking about that, my experiences and stuff like that tomorrow, because my experiences with people are not for this stream; those are for my weekly reflection, where I'll be kind of talking about what happened to me during the week. But yeah, and then my third service, they're podcast appearances. Yes, you pay me to come on your podcast, but it's not because I think I'm a narcissist or whatever, right? It's just I promote the hell out of it, and it's across 2 LinkedIn profiles and my YouTube channel, and that's combined. That's about 6,000 followers, right? So you get it to 6,000. It's an active audience. It's not passive. So so you'll definitely get views. It'll get promoted. You'll get it. You'll get checked out, and also I can't obviously go on every podcast, but podcasts like I don't know, a solopreneur's journey or what are they called? Like like these business things, or starting a business young or whatever. Yeah, I can go on those, and what you'll get is not only promotion. It's an awesome episode as well. It's a cool have a cool story. I would say so. I mean, I was told by I don't know, about 50 people that my story is interesting at the very least. Some said, "Oh, it's crazy and that's amazing," stuff like that. So yeah, so you'll definitely get a good story to share with your viewers. And now, I did not announce this beforehand on my banner. I just kind of came up with it at night after it was all posted. But I have I think maybe 3 guests coming on, maybe only 2. I'm not sure, maybe only 1. Who knows? But yeah. So, and I'll be just showing them here. I'll be just basically showcasing my skills as well, like on them as well. We'll see how that goes. But or I'll show them how I make my videos and stuff, and get their reaction, and if it's cool, if it's not cool and stuff. So yeah, you'll get all of it, and it's all here. It's all unfiltered because it's live, obviously, so I can't edit anything. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, so my first guest is already here. I did not honestly expect him this early. I was kind of expecting him a little later, but he's here already, so it's probably time to introduce him. Actually, I see we have 1 viewer on Twitter. Whoever that is, maybe it's I don't know. I have like 2 followers on there, so yeah, whoever it is, thank you for joining. Anyways, so yeah, and my first guest, his name is Fabio Moreira, and he's currently living in England, and he's been a good friend of mine on LinkedIn. He's been posting my reposting my content and engaging with it, commenting on live streams, everything. So he's been a very engaged viewer. I thank him for that. And yeah, so let me bring him on. I hope he's ready. Because I can't hear him right now. But get ready because you're about to be brought on. 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
There you go. Welcome to my stream. How are you liking it so far?
Amazing, actually. I'm just been listening in the background, obviously, while sipping my coffee.
Right. Oh yeah. I forgot. Oh, what time is it there? Is it plus 5 or plus? I think it's plus
No.
5. Right?
It's 1:18. It's 1:18 in the
Oh
afternoon.
yeah. Plus 5 hours for me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so yeah, I just brought him on because I want to kind of go through his profile, right? Because that's one of the things we offer. It's a profile makeovers, and so I just want to do this. I don't want to close some of these tabs because it just lags. I'll close this Instagram stream. This is gonna be hell. Okay. Bam. Bam. Okay. Should work. Please. There we go. Okay. And now I'll open up your profile. Cool. Okay. And now I'll share it.
So how was your day so far? If I'm saying your name right, Carol, right?
Yeah, it's Corral. Yeah, you almost got it. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty good. Let me just. That'll probably work. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's been pretty good. I mean, I have woke up like an hour, maybe 2 hours ago actually, and had a little bit of breakfast, and then now I'm here to talk. So yeah, so now we got the tab shared, and so yeah, so my dad already said like you have it all pretty good. Um, he's always very honest about this. If it's not made by him, it's bad. I guess it's always like that. It's sometimes like that with me. If it's like if I see a video and I don't know, a lot of people don't know how to do video, and yeah, but I can't obviously say that to a person with 1 million subscribers. Anyway, so yeah, so this is a pretty good overall. Just trying to see. Maybe the coloring is good because you got it. The profile picture is all like the same kind of a theme. The color and stuff like that is coded well. But it might be like the text is a little all over the place. And for example, this robot is a little cut off, like those some of these. To me, it's aesthetically, it's to other people as well, it might not be like great. And I'm noticing this because I'm also a perfectionist, unfortunately. So if I see just a little, if it's a little off, it'll make me mad. So yeah, but other than that, pretty good. And then also, by the way, I'm not just like trying to grill you. It's mostly
No.
I'm just using your profile as an example for all the viewers that might be watching or watch this on replay and stuff. So yeah, and then what else? So headline, always just just for the others. The first, I forgot how many words it is. You're like 5. I want to check mine. So in the when you're engaging with comments or something like that, right? If you comment on somebody's post, it's going to show your headline, and it's like the first 7 words, maybe. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, around 9 words. That's how much it shows on a post, and then in the comments it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 7, maybe around 7. So you want to have your main offer or what your brand is in the first 7 words. It'll get cut off, obviously. And yeah, so you want it short, and in general, because people just I know some people have like 5. I think like I saw one that had 5 lines of just text, and I was like, I'm not reading all of this, right? And most of them are just some of them can just be titles, or the certifications that they have. Like, just keep the most important certifications only in your headline, because people can always, if they're worried about your certifications, they can always go to your experience, and then you got the education, you got the licenses. It's all there. It's there for a reason. So unless it's like a really good, if you're looking for work and you have a really good certification, you can show it off in, for example, the banner or or in the headline as well. But other than that, it's kind of useless to have 20 different certifications in there. And then what else? About section. So yeah, I like this, for example, because people sometimes have just a readout of their achievements, or their, basically it looks like just a resume, right? And it's not really supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be your voice or generated by AI. It's like you have to kind of, if you're a business owner, and even if you're looking for work, you have to kind of show your offer again, right? Because people don't care about you. That's what I kind of learned the hard way. People do not care about you. People care only about what you can offer them, right? And the best the best case scenario for them would be for free, obviously, but that's never going to happen in my case. Unless it's like a friend, obviously, but even then I might be starting to get a little cautious always, even with friends. So yes. I want to make sure. Sometimes, for example, Did you write this with AI? Because I can see a little.
It was a mix. It was a mix of both. So what happened was I basically just typed, and then I just asked AI just to shorten it down because it was going over the character
Yeah.
limit. So I was like, oh crap, I need to just shorten it. So that I can admit that was a mix of both, but not. I wouldn't say fully 100%. But yeah, you are correct.
Yeah, I know a lot of people can. The best giveaways are like was like ever evolving and ever evolving and multifaceted, and then M dashes, those long dashes that are between sentences, like yeah, basically like you know what's it called, between sentences, basically. Yeah, I'll put it that way. So yeah, you don't. I don't like to have it there. I always delete them because sometimes maybe one is just sometimes good, but when you're writing 5 paragraphs and each one has like 2 or 3 like those dashes, then you already know that it's AI. I don't know why AI does that. It's a little weird, but yeah. So what you did is good because you basically wrote the entire thing first, and then you put it into AI to shorten it, which is how you're supposed to do it. Um, because AI can emulate your voice pretty well, but it cannot. Um, if it doesn't know you, right? If you just say, "I'm this. Here's my resume. Now make a about section for LinkedIn out of it." Well, it's gonna be bad. Because
Yeah.
yeah, because it doesn't know you. You have to like, you have to show your voice, how you talk, how you write, and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
then it'll be like, yeah, then it'll know, and then it'll write, or try to write as you. It'll never be perfect, because would you ever write ever evolving, for example, somewhere?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't write revolving, but like
Oh, okay.
yeah, like when I type it, I just put whatever is in my head and then I put it onto the AI. Then after that, I read through it and see if it's okay looking or whatever.
Mm,
I'm, I'm not the best writer. I can admit I'm not the best writer at all. So I just look at it. I look at like for 20 minutes or even less, 10 minutes, and I'm just like, is this good enough or whatever? Because obviously I want it to basically to show what type of person I am, not like the key words like revolving or whatever, you know. So
yeah.
that probably
Definitely.
gives it away that it is AI, you know.
Mm-mm.
But other than that, I'm pretty sure it's already given most of the information. But yeah, I can see your point in terms of I never say revolving at all because that's not even in my English vocab, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I speak 2 languages, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of I kind of swap in between. So yeah.
Yeah, it's similar for me. I mean, I also speak 2 languages, so I just know. I've been in the United States for 4 and something years, so I've kind of grown used to uh, you know how stuff is worded and stuff. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, if people have weird comments about it, anyways, like, I'm just showing you, like, what people might notice and what might be off, right? But
Yeah,
I would never say like, oh, this is bad or whatever, because
nice.
it is what it is. Yeah.
It's constructive criticism. I don't mind it at all. I'm completely fine with it because I know what was done. I know what was, like for me, it doesn't really bother me if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
You're the professional here. You're just looking through my profile and yeah.
yeah, definitely. And you don't have to like, um, I'm not forcing you to comply with it. You can always just like, say, you can always push back if you think I'm wrong in anything. You don't have to always be a yes man,
Nah,
because
no, but
whenever I look up, oh, sorry,
yeah,
what?
no, but you've been correct, so I don't see any
Yeah,
issue. Nah.
yeah, because I always see like, on these comment sections, they're like AI generated,
Hmm.
obviously they're automated and stuff, and so it's like, oh, this
Hmm.
is fantastic, blah blah blah, blah, and it's all just yes men under
Yeah,
the comments, and so
I
many of them,
I
even
can
when it's yeah,
I can
even when it's bad
that's
and it's when
oh
it's
yeah.
false.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw one post recently where it was like, when you have a featured section, which you don't actually have, uh,
Not
when you
sure
have a
how
featured section,
I'm not
sorry, what?
sure what you would do in the feature section. I've seen it in a lot of people's LinkedIn profiles, but I'm not sure what's the point of a featured section. So that's the thing. I've seen it, but I still
Yeah.
don't have the concept of it, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, I mean, how I do it, I use it to showcase. Basically, my main offer is shown on my profile, which is video campaigns, video and stuff. And then in the featured, you can show off, like, if you're focused on only, for example, video production, you can show off maybe like what's it called, supplemental stuff about it, right? Because in your services page, you can show off your examples, your samples and stuff. In your featured, you can have your best post about video, or giving video advice, or even yeah, just like supplement, like a PDF, or maybe like a presentation, something like that, right? Just showcase your stuff. So you're a cybersecurity professional, you can have something about. Uh, so I saw even like a link. You can link it to something else, but in there you could probably have, you know, maybe your best posts, or if you're focused on those certifications, you could have those there, like those when you posted about those certifications, you could have
100,
them
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, and then also, yeah, just if you have a link to your website, or to a guide, or I don't know, whatever you might want to, you might want, but yeah, just basically anything that showcases you, and sells you, and stuff like that, that would help you, right? Not like any. I know a lot of people just don't have it. I don't know if it's a mistake, because I've seen a lot of posts on it. I don't think it's a mistake. It's always better to just have something there. Uh,
Hmm.
extra,
Yeah,
it's always yeah, space. So what else? Yeah, and trying to think. So mm, yeah, that feature section. I mean, recently I saw a post about it, and it said, like, when you go to the featured section, I'll actually show it off, because I want to show it off anyways.
hmm.
There we go. Stop sharing. Share this tab instead. Here we go. Switching it, and let it load. Let it load. So here's my profile,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then so I read a post that said, if you click a post from the featured section,
Uh-huh.
it is gonna show up in the feed, like, when you go home and you see the feed, it's gonna
Oh,
show up
okay.
in there.
That's how
But
Sub works.
no, no, no. But then I was like, wait, what do you mean? And I clicked the post, and it shows up as a post. It doesn't show up in the feed,
Oh,
right?
okay. So
It's just a post.
it's like his own little thing, but you're still in your own profile, but it just formats it into a post. Am I getting that right?
But wait, sorry, what was that?
I'm saying like, so once you click the featured area, like for example what you just did now, it just basically
Yeah.
takes you to your profile but into a posted formatted thing, like you're in your feed basically.
You're only on the post. Like, if I click on this best LinkedIn profile you ever seen, and I click on that, it's gonna just be the post
Yeah, yeah,
alone.
yeah.
It's never
Mhm.
gonna show up in the feed. But the post that she wrote about was, it's gonna show up in the feed.
Uh-huh.
But I was
Yeah.
like, no, it's not gonna show up in the feed. It's gonna just be this post, because she was advocating against it, right? She was
Yeah.
saying, don't use it, because then other people might go to other posts, right? They're not gonna stay on your post, right? But I was like, no,
Hmm.
it just shows it there. So feel
Yeah.
free to use the featured section. I don't know if she has like a different sort of setting where she clicks on a featured post, and it just puts it in the feed. I know that going to notifications, and going to oh yeah, oh, I got a new comment. I forgot to check comments, obviously, of course. Your featured section. My dad is he's the true expert. I mostly got my advice from him, obviously, so he's weighing in on this. Featured sections for whatever you want to highlight: latest post, event, best posts. I know, and I now have my poll there. Yeah, he has a poll there. So yeah, whatever you want to basically show off. If you're open to work, obviously show off your skills and stuff. But uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and then another one is going to send you to feed, but it goes to your post page.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was
yeah.
trying. I think that's what I was
Okay.
trying to say. I think I was like, it's still on your profile, but it basically goes onto your own feed, but your post page. That's what I was
Mhm.
trying to say, but I'm not sure if I explained it well. at
Okay,
all.
no, that's fine. Yeah, now I kind of get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that. And then yeah, but I know that if you go from, for example, from notifications and then you go to a post, then that shows up in the feed, right? And then
Hmm.
you have all this other stuff. So yeah, and then this is another good one. Just I will feature my dad's post now, and back to the AI language because he uses AI and he's not very he's not very secretive about it. He just uses it. Just, I mean, I used to say this because when I did my posts and everything, it would always be handwritten pretty much. I would do it like you just write out the entire post basically, or like an outline, and then have it kind of formulated well and stuff, and then I would post it and have my image in there and stuff. It would
Yeah.
take me about an hour,
Hmm.
and but then I was like, you know what? Everybody's doing this, and everybody's saying they're not cheating, but then there's this one guy who uh, called JK, and he does like posts about like a powerful reminder from Taylor Swift or Snoop Dogg or Justin Timberlake, right? And just these, like he uses celebrity photos and he puts a fake quote about LinkedIn on it, basically. And the celebrity never said it. It's just like a haha joke, joke, joke. So over 100,000 followers, and I'm like, and he says we gained we got like 100,000 followers without cheating, and I was like, really, without cheating? When you're using celebrity profiles, when you're using celebrity likeness and stuff to get clicks and then likes, it's like, no, yeah, that's yeah. So don't do that. Uh, but when I saw that, I was like, and he's saying he's not cheating, and then I saw so many other profiles just saying that they're not cheating, but then they actually were cheating. I was like, you know what? I'll become authentic because let's be honest, true authenticity is very much so in the dumpster. Nobody cares about authenticity anymore. It's very much just what's it called? Fake it till you make it. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the saying. And so I decided, you know what? I'll just start doing very AI posts on my LinkedIn from now on. I'll actually show it off before I show it out. It's from here to there. Now, might take a little bit of scrolling because it's been a while ago, maybe a month ago. Oh, wait, maybe. Please, this. Oh, yeah, we're almost there. So it was a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, even. Jeez. Oh, one more. Oh, I think I got it here. Yeah. So, for example, this one, right? This one took me. So it's 15 likes, and this one took me. This was the hour-long one, basically, right? And I've been telling to stop inviting to someone to your LinkedIn events. Some guy told me
Hmm.
that, and I disconnected with him. Yeah. And so I wrote that out, took this picture and everything, and then I was like, at that point came the break, and I was like, you know what? I'll just start doing those ChatGPT posts. This is only ChatGPT, raw ChatGPT, as you can see, M dash, M dash, M dash. Yeah. So only ChatGPT, down, 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 and then this was a picture I used before. The total worth put into this post was 5 minutes, 20 likes. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to be, from now on, I'm going to be LinkedIn authentic, right?
Hmm.
Because the authenticity out in the world and authenticity on LinkedIn are two very different things. So then I just started doing this, and I started doing the AI images. This one was a kind of a hit, and I liked it too. Because ChatGPT can do some really nice images like this. And also, it can if I upload an image of myself, it can really emulate my because that's like supposed to be me, right? Same with this one right here. Yeah, this is I. You don't need a fake celebrity quote. Obviously, you got only 10 likes because when you're too honest, nobody likes you. You got to always be LinkedIn authentic. It means lie. It's another one of me, and then yeah, so it's cool like this, and I like this. Yeah, and then back to my dad's post. Again, that language. I think he showed me the post, and I was like, "What is this? Where's this word? Search it. Oh, here it is. Colleague Barry, whose last post was a 10-point analysis of Q3 fiscal projections, lean in conspiratorially.
I have never heard or used that word in my life, and I don't even know what
Yeah.
it is.
I think it is an actual word, but it's like, oh yeah, it is. In a manner suggestive of or relating to a conspiracy made by a group of people to do something unlawful or harmful. So conspiratorially. Yeah, and that's like, I've never heard that either, and I was like, yeah, he does this post in Gemini, so Google made that up, and I was like, what is this stuff? Anyways, yeah, but yeah, this is a good post. Anyways, back to your profile. I'll click this one. Yeah, posts. What about your posts? You don't do too much. You do like reposts. Well, you do posts when you get a certification. I
Yeah, I did
haven't
one.
seen that many. Yeah,
I
I see
did.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. What I do a few posts. The only issue is just like I sometimes go like, well, what do I write? If that makes sense. So that's why I sometimes I stay on LinkedIn 24/7, and I wait until there's news, and then I just talk about it because I try to give my own professional opinion. Sometimes I could be wrong. Sometimes I could be right. I am not an expert, so like anyone could be wrong or whatever, but it's just professionally I would like to put my opinions out in LinkedIn more, because when I started I didn't even know what the hell to do with LinkedIn. It was one of my friends who got me on. He was like, why don't you make a LinkedIn? I was like, sure, I will make a LinkedIn. And then I said to him in the beginning, I was like, this is so boring, man. I can't really account to this corporate stuff because I'm not really corporate, right? And then I think it was like early on. I think it was like a couple months. But I found opportunities. I networked more, and I always recommend networking because it gets you to more places for opportunities. Like if you see on my profile, you could probably see that I did work with Clicked, which was they were getting stuff with IBM, and I was just doing projects with them. And yeah, it was just like that. And then the more I networked and stuff, like I just commented, or whatever, or just reposted or whatever. For me personally, I felt like LinkedIn was more genuine. I don't know what my thinking was at the time, but I was genuinely happy. And then I think around 2024, 2025, I think I took LinkedIn very seriously. It's just that the content stuff, like content writing, I'm not really there, so it's just like a in and off, or hits but no hits. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I'm starting to get into the pattern of like sharing my opinions, writing more. Obviously, I write, and then obviously I tell ChatGPT to shorten it or like make it a little bit better. Obviously, there's going to be notable signs, but hey, everyone's using AI, so I mean, I'm not going to guilt trip myself into anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I always I don't like to sound like the know-it-all. Never, but ChatGPT sometimes does make you sound like that. And whenever I sometimes don't know what to write back to a DM, I'll put it to ChatGPT, and it's always like, uh, it makes me sound like I'm 30. It's like, oh, I understand. No, I don't want that, because I don't want to sound like
Yeah.
they'll know it's a bot and everything. So I just
Hmm.
want to sound
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. That's why in comment sections, this is the thing. I used to use ChatGPT because sometimes I would be like, oh, I don't know what to say because I don't want to look foolish in front of professionals. But then I said, wait, I could basically write and then use ChatGPT for the post, but for the comments, I think I'm just gonna lay up with the human touch, like
Mhm.
spark a bit of me with personality, right? that's why if you obviously like just the other day I had a connection request. I sometimes I get connection requests as well. Like I currently I have probably like I think it's like 70 plus connections that I haven't gone through yet, but some of
Yeah.
them don't have pictures, but then some of them look like bot accounts or like or one of those ones where it's like, oh, I can get you this certification and whatever, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna unconnect with you, blah blah blah, because I don't like that. So that's why I'm vetting my my connections as well. But recently, someone connected with me, and they liked the. It's always this thing on my thing. It's the chief laughing officer. They like everyone likes that when they go on my
Mm.
thing. That's the one thing everyone grabs on my profile and still remembers is the chief laughing officer, and that's the main reason why I add it, because um I'm normal, but I want to be humorous. I don't want to be robotic or sound corporate, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot of people that they they chat, but they sound robotic, and I don't want to sound robotic. I want to be as authentic and human as possible in the time
Mm.
of AI, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes. I mean, my dad just wrote a comment about that. He said, well, before he said, uh, you bring the ideas and let ChatGPT formulate it for your audience. Only post edit to edit it to add your perspective and insights that ChatGPT left out. Yeah, there you go. That's what you're supposed to kind of.
Mhm.
That's the AI synthesis we've spoken of. And then looking foolish here and there is a good thing, Fabio, but definitely comments by human beings rule. Yeah, again. Yeah, so but you have to position yourself as let's say a thought leader or something like that. Just a professional. You don't have to be necessarily a leader, but you have to kind of be the chief laughing officer. Yeah, that's obviously good. I like that touch, and that's pretty much why I have that. The like first couple of words in my headline, or the second was authentic 19-year-old on LinkedIn. That's what everybody sees when I comment on someone's post. That's what I want them to see, because people have told me it's just memorable, and then they've taken that away. Because if I was a number one, right, nobody would just be another number one someone, right?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
not. Yeah, so someone to be number two, because whoever number one is, maybe there is a number one. I don't want to offend them, so I'll just stick to number one. But yeah, so pretty much said it all, and you want to be authentic in the age of ChatGPT and AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be. Um, I've said this so many times. You can't just be only what is it called? Like only human. Uh, if you're only writing in your own tone and stuff, you will get replaced, right?
Yeah.
ChatGPT will do it for you.
Hmm.
But if you can't do only ChatGPT, because you'll get replaced then too, because ChatGPT exactly does the same thing. So you gotta have that synthesis, and once you have the synthesis, well, then you can do pretty much anything you'd like, right? And you're gonna be seen as really good. And there's been studies to prove that when people use when people combine the two, a human language with ChatGPT or AI language, well, human insights with ChatGPT language, it boosts productivity, and it makes you more credible in general and stuff, because it's really good, perfect writing, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's what you kind of want to do. What else did I want to do? I wanted to. So yeah. So I mean, yeah, like I said, the banner, the profile picture is good because it's bright, it's blue, you have this like little halo. I kind of have that too. I have a gold though,
Hmm.
in terms of my brand, and yeah, so I do like this, and the headline, I'd say, is pretty good. You know, are you looking for a job, Benny? Are you going to look for a job, or
But
how do you have it?
I've applied recently to Chanel. It
Okay.
was like an intern for, I think it was IT operations, if I can remember. But I did apply before that to this Japanese firm, but they kept me on systems, the same
Mm.
as I don't know what happened with Vanguard. They said my application was thrilling, but then, but I don't know, because when they say stuff with the job description, you don't realize they're gonna hit you with a test or whatever. I got hit with one, and I
Mm.
kind of panicked, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I really don't know, because it wasn't saying in the job description, right? So and they said, oh, my application was filling. I was thinking there was going to be an interview, but no, there was going to be an assessment, which
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if I flopped or not, but they haven't got back to me. But yeah, and then I applied for. I tried to do business analyst, because I think most of my skills could be transferred from tech to business, because obviously business and tech, they kind of work hand in hand. And basically I didn't even get an email back. Went back on the page, the yeah, the whole job posting was gone. So
Oh
uh,
wow.
yeah, so yesterday I was just looking, and it's not there's not a lot of jobs, if that makes sense,
Mm.
because it's not really in the radius that I wanted, because out of my area. But
Mm.
I found one near my area, I believe it was. But I'm trying. Obviously, I'm trying, because considering the job market is rough, I know it's rough. So,
Yeah.
but I'm very confident in myself. I'm very optimistic. I don't really like seeing negativity, if that makes sense. So
Mhm.
I really like seeing the bright side in everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Right.
I know it's difficult, so I'm not really gonna be moping about it or whatever. It's just gonna be how it is, you know. Um, but yeah, I'm applying as much as possible, but obviously, yeah, there's obstacles that I need to pass. Obviously,
Right. Yeah. No, that makes
yeah.
sense. I mean, I did this myself over the summer of 2024, where I tried out applying for jobs, and for video editing jobs, and then did like social media stuff. And we actually have 4 viewers on Twitter. Hmm. It's interesting. I'm not sure. That platform is full of bots, so I hope it is not. Maybe it's real viewers. Yeah. So welcome everybody. I'm not sure if y'all can post comments. I think you can. Oh, never mind. It's just one of them is my dad's account, NC WebDev, but then there's 3 more apparently. So I don't think those are all my dad. Hopefully not. Anyways, yeah. So I did that, and I only got I applied to about, I want to say 100 jobs maybe, and then only um 2 or 3 emailed me back that oh yeah, I have really great everything, but that they can't accept me yet, or yet,
Wait,
not yet.
did they put you on the system, or did they just like full on reject you?
I think it was just more, yeah, like a rejection from their
Ah,
system.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that was the IBM one that I applied
Mm,
to. Um,
okay.
it was, yeah, it was full on I think it was full on rejection. I don't know. I love every company. It's just I don't know what's happening. So
Yeah. Right. This is bring up the overlay. Which overlay do you mean? Like my dad said in the comments. Which overlay do you mean? I wanted to kind of uh, if it allows me to, I want to open Adobe Premiere Pro to kind of show off my video part. Okay, I think this is a, yeah. Let's see. I hope, because last time I tried to, I was also connected. Anyways, last time I tried to show off my editing, which I did live. Yeah, I did a live stream where I edited a short. Well, it kind of it kept comments overlay. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to share my screen, but let's see, maybe. Oh, cool. New comments. We'll just there it is. Yeah, okay. That's, you meant this overlay. Comments overlay. There's a lot of overlays here. You can have different. I thought you wanted his profile or something. I tested messages from Instagram and Twitter. Oh, so it only works on Twitter. So Instagram, if I get a comment on Instagram, I can't see that. Interesting. That's weird. Maybe it's restream. But I can only see X. Anyways, what else did I want? Oh yeah, the Premiere Pro. Let's see if it works. Window. Let's see. Share. Will it work? Nope. It automatically turns off. Right. Yep. There it is. So, gosh darn it. Oh man, I hate this. I wanted to show off how I edit, but oh, hang on. Maybe it works.
No, yeah. The screen is
Oh,
showing.
there it is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's showing.
Sometimes when I did it before, it would start and then quit like this, and then I started again. But then I couldn't, for some reason, I would not be able to share any other tab afterwards. When I turned off the Adobe Premiere Pro and I wanted to share like a website or something like that, like I did your profile, it just wouldn't work for some reason. I don't know why that works, but
do you think it was a possible glitch or something?
it
Or
probably is. I mean, Restream, it's not perfect. I'd like no software is perfect, but yeah, that's a pretty big one if I want to see, yeah, if I want to show how I edit or in another window. It's like it's not only the only thing that's flawless with screen sharing on Restream is like the websites and stuff. That's the only thing that's flawless. Other than that, it's always just what's the word? Whenever you try to share any other window on your computer, it's always going to start getting messy. I don't know how it works. Anyway, so that's probably a glitch, yeah. And you had another one. Jobs suck. Build your brand and find your own clients. That way you're in full control. I mean, yeah. So I'm not sure how many options for business you have in the in the cybersecurity space. What do you think? Could you set up a business in the cybersecurity space if you wanted to?
you could, yeah, you could. Your dad's right. You could. It just takes. Uh, I'm not sure because I've never done this before. I think it might take a couple of years. I'm not sure. I've never done it, so
Okay.
my advice or the way I'm saying it could be false, but I would say get some real industry experience and then think about doing that or whatever. But your dad is correct, because a lot of people are trying to move away from the 9 to 5. They call it the
Yeah.
rat race or whatever.
Right. So what is it called? The Matrix.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Yeah,
out of the Matrix.
you need to crack the matrix.
It's always easy. Yeah, it's so and then they sell you a $500 course that doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah. Join my course to be a trillionaire.
Yeah. It's like, or I saw another hilarious post on Instagram. Somebody on LinkedIn shared it, and it was what is it, like $1 million a year is only $364 a day lock in, brother. And I was like, oh, what? Because 364 times 365 is definitely not 1 million. Like what? It's like this. I mean, I respect hustles, not in the sense like you steal from people, obviously,
Yeah.
but like true work, true real work, grit, whatever you want to call it. That's I respect that. But when you, I don't know, if you want to teach somebody it, and I've been fortunate enough to have a good mentor. I mean, my dad's been a good mentor. He's owned businesses before, and I'm grateful that I didn't spend $500 on a trash course that's not going to teach me anything, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah. So yeah, I can see why some people would go into desperate. They want to get out of the matrix, the rat race, whatever, and they're desperate to do that, and they'll buy that. So it's a desperate move. I get it, but then I would never do it. Nope. Are you on all channels right now? What are you doing? My dad just commented from YouTube. Trillion courses are the best, especially if they charge like $6,000 for them. Yeah, those are it's a really good offer, I guess. Anyways, I'm not sure. Can you hear it for example, like when I play the audio here on Premiere Pro? Is it
No.
audible?
No, I don't really hear anything.
Weird. Weird. Can I replace remove? There's probably not a way to do this. If it worked, they wouldn't have to charge you $6K for them. Yeah, that's just a way to get hustle money out of you. That's a hustle in terms of stealing. A hustle, meaning work. I like that, like hustle. Right? Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes, back in, you know what? I'll play the live stream of, well, how I edited that short. Didn't get that many views, so I'll figure out this feature now. I'm not gonna play the entire thing. It's an hour, and I don't want to sit an hour watching my own live stream when I could just be talking about stuff. You know, I'm probably gonna comment on it, maybe like some changes that I made or whatever. But it's pretty. Live streams. So stop sharing. Let's share this. No sound from Adobe. My dad says, yeah, that's. I don't know. It is what it is. I already fortunately have the live stream, and I know that Google plays back sound, so it's fine. Where is it? Weekly reflections. I have a lot of streams. I just noticed this. Wow. Okay. Where is how I select how I create a video? There it is.
And we should be live. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Krell Mergel, and this is my second live stream. And today I will be talking about
second
how
live stream on on YouTube. Second ever, like solo, because I've been on live streams before with my dad, but it was a kind of a. The first one was especially like very, how would I call it? Not bad, because I was live and everything, but it was. I just couldn't control my breathing, so it just like every couple seconds, like, be breathing like crazy, because like this, I just couldn't control it. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because it was my first time unfiltered. Right, every time before that, I was used to being on camera. That wasn't a problem. Just in front of people, live, unfiltered. You get nervous from it. But you get over that too eventually, like as you can.
Yeah, it's just
really
it's just the pressure of just like you know what to do, but then you kind of freeze and then you have to breathe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I actually made my short here. What was this? November. Yeah. Okay, that's a long time ago.
stays this way. I just hope it doesn't crash or something. Okay. So
I wonder if I can.
Here's our timeline.
Because I never.
And here's the video that I recorded. I already cut it up. Actually, sometimes in the stuff like.
Come on, play it already.
YouTube doesn't like me. So yeah, and threatening message, and yeah. So here's the headline actually. Yeah, Google AI.
Sometimes the audio is delayed on the. I played it for such a short.
Let's listen to the video. Let's listen to the full video first, and then I'll
listen to the full video. Yeah, I don't think it. You can't hear it on here either. Wow, interesting. That's weird. I did not really expect this. Anyways, that's weird. But yeah, I showed how I edit a video. I can probably show it to you from my stream now here, but you won't be able to hear it. And I don't know. Sometimes that can be boring when you can't hear the video. Although you could probably listen to it after it's up. I forgot how long it is again. 7.5 minutes, and that's what I've been doing recently on my YouTube channel. I actually want to show that too. A couple of tips here. You go. We can load properly. Oh, yeah. Let me show this again. Home Productions. There we go. Okay. For a second. Okay. Videos. So, have you been on my channel, Fabio?
Not as of recently, but I will go there. It's because I was just doing some labs just yesterday as well. Yeah. Just being a bit busy, but I can swing over there and just have a look at a lot of your videos.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
fine. I mean,
then like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I've been starting to do these. These are gamma presentations actually that my dad always generates.
Yeah, those presentations are very nice actually. I must
Yeah,
admit.
they are. It's just pure AI. The images are AI. The text is AI. It's all AI. But they can be good, and they actually are. Um, I want to say pretty accurate because they do use real time data. Like for example, if you, I think if you like give it a link or a headline or something like that, it'll like I created this video for example, AI in the classroom. It was about a high school junior at the time, and he and his classmates they were working on a paper. Then they used ChatGPT and other generative AI tools to generate some sources or give them some sources. But when the teacher went through them, it was made up. The sources were completely false. So she was like, "Oh no, you used AI." And yeah, so it did formulate it well, and it showed the facts pretty correctly. There were some minor mistakes, but it was not like any big mistakes. So yeah, but as with everything, don't. I mean, message of the stream so far might have been use AI. Yes, use AI, but use it responsibly. Like alcohol, you got to use it responsibly. You got to check everything it produces. Yeah, I got to have this disclaimer every time I'm on. I have to have this disclaimer because people just want to believe AI so much. And I used to do the same thing when I started using ChatGPT in 2022. Well, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I thought it was a miracle machine. I thought it was going to do everything right. But then, when I started talking nonsense to me, and when I did it the second, third, fourth time, I was like, yeah, okay, this is a very recurring pattern when it starts hallucinating. And then I started checking everything it produced, and sometimes it'd be wrong even. So, yeah. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna just blindly follow it. You should never do that with any AI. No matter how much um, they'll tell you that accurate, whatever hallucination, according to even AI scientists, is never going to be solved. It's always going to be there. It can just be minimized, right? But it's always going to hallucinate, which is what I kind of like because it's going to keep you on your feet. It won't let you get very complacent with it. You always have to check everything. Uh, but yeah, even if it's minimized. Yeah, what do you think of that, for example, of this whole hallucination? We haven't even gotten to that.
Yeah, no, those things happen all the time. You can't really you can't really beat it with AI because sometimes it could just sprout some nonsense. Like one time, I was I was I was on a voice call with ChatGPT. I was speaking English, then all of a sudden it was speaking Russian. I have no idea why that happened. I have no idea why. It happened two times to me. I don't know if they fixed it. I don't know what occurred for ChatGPT to speak in Russian or Ukrainian, or I have no idea. But I didn't speak the language, so I was really baffled when it just done that. If that makes sense, because not even I understood why it did that. So that can happen, but obviously, well, as you said, it can be minimized, but it can't be 100% like gone. It's always going to be minimized. It's going to be probably updated to just do that, but less times. Like all the time, machines are not really perfect. It's just like you could develop something and then stuff happens. So
Yeah, they had this great idea of how to remove hallucination is go through these data sets, right, and have AI go through these data sets to remove any hallucinations. Very smart. Like, if you're trying to solve AI hallucination, why would you put another AI on it? It's also going to hallucinate, and this is going to even maybe even make it worse. Who knows? Yeah,
yeah.
so don't implement AI into these data sets. Yeah, so yeah, but back to these videos. So that's what I started making. Is basically these are the Gamma presentations, typically around 10 slides. You can make it if you buy their whole thing. You can make it like up to 40 pages of presentation. So they can get really long. And then how to make them interesting is that you make it into basically like a podcast, right? And that's what the AI does. When you go to Gemini, I'll actually show that out too. Kind of this very cheap trick. You can basically have it for free. Oh, are you kidding? I could. What is this? Tell me I what the heck is this? Tell me I reached my limit on 2.5 Pro, but I haven't used it in like 2 days. So I don't know. They already banned me, I guess. I don't know. I think it works either way, maybe. Or no, I think the thing crashed out. I don't know.
Was it not giving you a function to click on the chat box?
I have to switch to this. Yeah, let me upload a file, for example, right? One of the PDFs. You can upload pretty much any file, even like a doc maybe or a PDF with anything on it. I have like final paper PDFs, and I could probably have it generate me. It's called an audio overview, is what it does. But I'll put one here. That's the Venmo chargeback scan. Once you upload it, generate audio overview. Just generate one just so you can see how it works.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool. Yeah, and what you do once it generates it, I basically, I thought it was already done. Never mind. Yeah, once it generates it, it typically it used to be like 4 or 5. Now they upgraded it, and you can go up to like, the limit my dad had was 18 minutes of audio where it talks and stuff, because before it just kind of went through every point on the slide, talked minimally about the external information about it, but then it went into like now it goes into just detail and even like stuff that's not even on the slide, and it uses external information too. So it's cool like that. What else? So yeah, my dad actually said I'm switching between channels to see if it works and how it works. Okay, each platform is different. YouTube is still the best platform out there for creators and audience. Yeah, YouTube is definitely the best platform because not only is it it's actually the second biggest search engine in the world, right behind Google. So, if you want to be seen, you got to be on YouTube. It also has, I believe, it has more monthly active users than TikTok, if I'm not wrong. And my dad says there's some post editing on the gambling presentations, and you definitely add value with your editing work. Yeah, so we can basically make these for people too. I haven't put a price on them yet, but it is a pretty easy process. Maybe like I could probably price these at like 50 per presentation on this, because it takes total production value would be like maybe an hour at most, depending on how long the audio overview gets. But yeah, I'll generate this new one, and then we'll once it's done, we'll listen to it. Because have you ever generated an audio overview with Gemini or Notebook, Helen?
No, I actually haven't. Actually, no, I haven't. I have no, not that I'm aware of. No.
Mm-hmm.
But with your dad, that he had the 18 was it 18 minutes of audio? Was it very, was it how do I say it? I'm trying to word this. Did it sound human, if that makes sense? Like very human, or was there like hiccups within the audio? Is what I'm
There might be some. I think they're trying to polish it out at all times. I feel like when it's longer, obviously there's going to be a lot more because it is longer. But even in the shorter ones, sometimes there would be. Some shorter ones would not have any. It would just be talking. But there might be some, like it's typically a woman and a man speaking. And one time when I was editing it, one segment of it was that the woman. It was another guy's voice, and I was like, "What the hell happened here?" I deleted it. Yeah, and then it worked again. But I don't know. It's it can have these sort of weird things where it does that, or like it would be like a weird like a something like that. Just a weird sound in the middle of it, like when the other is talking, like because they're trying to always make it like, oh yeah, the one's talking and the other one's agreeing, but sometimes yeah or something like that. It sounds really weird.
yeah,
that's hard to edit out when it's overlapped. So just sometimes delete the entire section and stuff. But other than that, it doesn't have that many. It's actually not that bad, like in general. Because for example, on the 10-minute tape, it might have like 1 or 2 of these at most. I haven't seen like a 10 one with 10 of these errors or something like that, right? Streaming audio will be still? Are you kidding me? Jeez. It might be a long one then. I'm not gonna lie. Or maybe it's because I'm using the smaller model and it's processing it so long. I don't know. I thought it would already be done, but apparently not. So maybe I'll just say F this and then play you. Which one sounds the most interesting to you?
Let me just start reading. Venmo chargeback scam, AI resistant speaking Python, AI in the classroom, AI in the future of work. There is a lot that looks very interesting because I'm not gonna lie, the Gamma presentations, they make it seem clickable, if you know what I mean. Like I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know which one to pick, but obviously they all have value. But if I had to pick one, I would say AI in the classroom. The reason why I would say this is because I believe this was recent of this year or maybe last year, because that's the time frame I remember. There's a private school in the UK that they got rid of teachers and they're doing they're doing AI for education. So and they were the teachers can't keep up with the AI, so I don't know, in my professional opinion, I think they are not ready, or they haven't like prepared beforehand to get some AI skills, if that makes sense. Um, and I always say you need to learn AI now. You can't work without AI anymore. It's just impossible in this day and age. Obviously, you know, you just have to adapt. So that's my professional opinion on it.
Yeah. Oh, and as as you're talking, the audio review is done for the Venmo Vipers.
Ah, nice. Let's have it.
It named it Venmo Vipers. So it's 14 minutes. So I'll probably play this one, the 5-minute one first, because it's shorter, and it is probably more interesting because the Venmo chargeback scam already made that video, the most recent one. So
no worries.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're looking at
can you hear it okay?
a really significant story out of Massachusetts today.
Yeah, it involves a high school senior, AI, and some pretty serious academic trouble.
Exactly. It's become this flashpoint, really, for the whole debate about AI and education.
So our goal today is to unpack what happened, why it's making waves nationally.
Right. And what it means for everyone navigating AI and information these days. We've got the background on the student, the project, the school side, and the legal fight that followed.
Absolutely. It's one of those cases that really zooms in on the friction points, doesn't it, as these AI tools just become, everywhere.
Okay, so let's start with the student involved.
So first point, because this is supposed to be master of creation. I would be showing this off if I could make Adobe work, but unfortunately you're not going to be able to hear the audio on that. But yeah, so how I add value to it is obviously the transition that you just saw. That was one of the things that I could between slides. I do that. Just combine it. You just time it, and then I could even just realize like this is very. I thought it was only like simple, right? Like it's just put audio. Then the slides on the other track and kind of just connect them and then time it and then so that sounds the simplest. It doesn't take that long, but I could probably just like if I wanted to make it more engaging, I would zoom in on something here there. I would scroll down. I would even throw in like a couple of elements, maybe like emoji or something like that and stuff like that. So that's what I could do for someone. Maybe you know what, I'll probably start doing these as an official service because people might say, oh, but it takes it doesn't take that long or something like that. I'll be like, well, then why don't you do it? Right? Oh, right. Well, that's where I bring the value because you don't have to worry about it, and these are really valuable, like especially when they're good. Because when I had that one, was like there was an AI that spoke Croatian, but the Croatian users, they did not like really expressive, and they don't like that ChatGPT couldn't understand their nuance and stuff or whatever it was. I don't know if it's ChatGPT. I don't think it was, but it was an AI model, just I don't know, a general one. And the Croatian users would they would downvote the responses that chat AI gave them, and the AI at some point just said, you know what, I'm not talking Croatian anymore. And it was not that the developers turned it off because they saw the user feedback. The AI decided I'm not talking Croatian anymore. Yeah, that was another fun one. And what else? So yeah, so that was a cool one. Yeah, but let's continue with this.
Involved here.
Right. We're talking about a high achiever, perfect ACT score, top AP results, qualified for the National Honor Society. Pretty impressive background.
Yeah, and that context is important. It really underscores the stakes here.
Definitely.
So the assignment was a big one, right? An extensive AP US history research project. And here's the key part. The student used generative AI, but mainly as a tool for like research and outlining.
Okay, so not writing the whole thing, more like an assistant.
Seems that way. And crucially, they actually cited the AI use in the project.
Oh, wow. Okay, so disclosure happened. That's interesting.
It is. It suggests, maybe not an attempt to deceive.
Which this might be a mistake, but I did leave it up to the AI because it said, what does it say? Yeah, the AI assistant. The citation project. I don't know if they disclosed it. It might be in some sort of another article because, like I said, it searches the entire internet and it gets it from all over the place. So it might be true. It might not be, but in my opinion, it is because it nailed all the other facts perfectly, basically, right? So, yeah. Anyways,
Deceive, but transparency.
Which makes the school's reaction something we really need to look at. What exactly happened when they found out?
Well, during a project check-in, the teacher apparently identified AI elements.
Okay.
And the consequences were severe. Both students in the group, it was a joint project, had to scrap it and restart.
Restart the whole thing? What?
Yeah, new deadline. And ultimately, they both received failing grades. We're talking DF range on this.
if you couldn't tell, this is AI yet. This is full screen, really. Count the fingers, right?
Yeah.
1, 2,
That's
3,
like
4, 5, and 6.
it's probably an alien that we don't know of yet. Probably unknown species.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe AI is predicting the future. Maybe we'll adapt and grow a 6th finger on each hand. Or
Yeah,
toes and stuff.
probably.
Actually, I've seen some weird simulations or like a graph of how humans could look like in 2100, maybe like later. I forgot how it was, but because of climate change and rising water levels, that we would develop, we would be like fish, that we would have these, it would be filled in here, so we could swim better or something like that. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube. I saw one where apparently our eyes would be like probably, I'm not sure, but maybe 5 times bigger on our face.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, there was like a thumbnail. Like I watched it myself because I was interested, but obviously I'm not too sure if that's accurate. I'm not sure. I would rather have a scientist's opinion based on the, will it actually affect us? Will we actually evolve again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when I first saw it on on YouTube, I was like, I forgot what. I was younger, maybe like 13 when I first saw that image. It creeped me the hell out. I was like, what is this? Because it kind of it really looked bizarre, and I was kind of I was kind of scared of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah. So hopefully it doesn't end that way. But yeah, let's see. With 14 views, I'm just looking on Twitter because we have like 14 views, but that's not viewers, which means like I think whenever someone sees it, maybe it's like an impression counter. I don't know, but still funny.
It could, because sometimes like people could just like on the feed, they could scroll, see it for like a couple of seconds and then scroll past. I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe, probably. Like I said, I haven't been live on Twitter ever yet. Not on Instagram either. So they have it pretty well integrated, but it would be helpful. So Elon Musk, if you can hear us, please make it the actual live counter, not just the number of views. You can really inflate it that way, obviously. Oh, you removed it. Oh yeah, here. My dad actually said some stuff. Yes, you remove the hiccups in the post editing process. Yes, that's what I do. Best one was the third voice towards the end. Yeah, it can just have like like I said, it's when did he say this? Yeah, like 10 minutes ago. I mentioned that now. So that was a fun one. Anyways.
Major project.
Oof. And that would have tanked the course grade, I imagine.
It did. Dropped the student's overall grade in the course right down to a C+ bowl.
That's a huge drop, especially for a high-achieving student. And it wasn't just the grade, was it?
No, not at all. There was also detention and an academic integrity violation put on the student's permanent record.
Okay, that permanent record flag, that's serious.
And on top of that, exclusion from the National Honor Society. Think
Nah.
about college applications, scholarships.
Yeah, those aren't just, minor slaps on the wrist. They have potentially long-lasting impacts on a student's future path. It really highlights the stakes.
So what was the school's justification? How did they explain such strong measures?
Well, they pointed to a couple of things. A general orientation session they held about AI and schoolwork and just their standard academic integrity policies.
But here's the rub, right? The actual student handbook for that school year, 2023-24, apparently had no specific guidelines about using AI.
No explicit rules written down for AI use.
Seems not. And the project guidelines themselves didn't mention any AI restrictions either.
Okay. So that lack of a clear written policy specifically for AI is probably central here.
Exactly. It's the core of the parents' response. They filed a lawsuit against the high school.
Makes sense. What are they arguing?
They're arguing the punishment was arbitrary, unjust, really, especially given that lack of clear written AI rules at the time.
And they want the grade changed back, the record cleared.
That's what they're seeking, yeah. Grade restoration, removal of that disciplinary mark.
So you've got this legal battle now.
Yeah.
The school side is basically verbal warnings, general integrity rules, teacher discretion.
Right. And the parents countering with, where's the written policy for this technology? Plus, the student disclosed the usage.
And they also mentioned something about other cases maybe being treated differently.
Yeah, they've apparently claimed that penalties for other, maybe similar infractions have been lighter in the past.
This whole situation,
Yeah.
It really pushes beyond just this one school, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's got national significance. This could influence how schools all over the country develop their AI policies.
Or if they develop them quickly enough, it really forces the issue.
Sets potential precedents for AI use, academic integrity in this new era, and it impacts, individual futures, college careers.
It just underlines how urgently schools need clear, comprehensive AI policies. Like yesterday.
So where do things stand right now? Is there any resolution?
Well, not fully. A judge initially denied the parents' request to immediately restore the grade and clear the record while the case proceeds.
Okay, so the main legal fight is ongoing.
Right. But there was a small development. The student has been admitted to the Honor Society, but it's sort of provisional, pending the final outcome of the case.
So still some uncertainty there. And the worries about college applications obviously remain.
Definitely. It just shows how messy this is. We're trying to apply old rules or general principles to brand new tech, and it's creating these really difficult situations.
Yeah, this Massachusetts case just lays it all bare, doesn't it? This complicated intersection of new tech and our established education systems.
The lack of clear guidance, the severity of the punishment, it raises some really big questions for all of us.
It really makes you think. How should schools balance using AI potentially as a helpful tool?
With maintaining academic honesty.
Yeah.
And what does fair, transparent policy even look like when the technology is changing so fast?
This case is definitely one to watch. It's far from over, and the outcome, whatever it is, will likely ripple outwards and shape things for many students.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's a cool one. You heard the audio.
Yeah, there
So-
was I could sense a bit of emotion in some parts of the presentation, which it was amazing actually. I can't lie.
And that was exactly our first reaction when my dad kind of found this out very accidentally, because when he uploaded a PDF, maybe like to make a post about it, right? Because you can upload PDF into Gemini or ChatGPT to make a post about it. But then he saw generate audio overview, which is, what is this? He tried it out and he listened to it. Then yeah, that's what he heard, and that was exactly his reaction when he showed it to me, and I listened to it. I was like, how is that even possible? Because I thought I didn't listen to too many AI voices. Like some of those I've heard on YouTube. I know AI voices, and they were like very just monotone. Like, oh, like yeah, okay, it can do that well, but then you have these two, and they can really it can really do it well, right? So that was kind of surprised, and probably if I, for example, if I at the end of the stream, if I took the 4 hour long recording and put it into one of these AI voiceover things, it could emulate me pretty well. I don't know. I haven't tried it out yet. I might try it out soon. So maybe I can be the one to analyze the PDFs or something like that, right? But yeah. So, and as you've heard, not only it has emotion, it also has depth, like, of information. It's like, oh yeah, it shows this intersection of education because there's nothing like this, and it goes beyond just what is in the presentation. Well, actually, it's stuck mostly to the presentation because this is the old, not yet updated, what do you call it, model or something like that. But then if I go, because then there's these two, not live streams, videos. The Venmo chargebacks, the 10-minute one, the 11-minute one, they really go in depth. Yeah, so that's a cool one. But then what else? Yeah, so I do that. I can make that for you too, and you can make it specialized really well. It can retain, it can grow your audience, because these have gotten these have been pretty good. When I posted the first one, the AI surrender, are we too lazy to save ourselves? It got like 20 views in the first day or something. I was like, oh, that's actually nice. That's decent for a long form like mine, because I'm not a huge channel, and for the click through rate should be somewhere between 2 and 5% for a smaller channel. And it had like a maybe like a 1%. I was like, it's still not that bad. I posted another one. It was pretty bad. I did not like that. Like the podcast visibility, because not a lot of people do podcasts. It's a very niche thing. And then just make sure I forgot I'm not sharing this. Yeah, like this one. So the AI surrender, like I said, podcast visibility very niche, so it had only 8 views. And then this one, and I was surprised about this, like really surprised. But it is a cool thing. That's that Croatian thing that I talked about. Yeah, it got it didn't have that many. What do you call it? It didn't have that many viewers or views in the first 2 days, I think. But then it started growing. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, so I'll show you here. 173. I have 1 dislike, I think, too. That sucks. Yeah, look at this. So 24 hours. 3. Yeah. Let me see. See more. For 24 hours. So it started growing at the end of the day. Actually, never mind. As you can see, it had a very small one, and it started growing, and then it just grew.
Did you add tags onto the video as well? Usually tags help as well, I've heard.
Oh, you mean like captions?
I think so. No, I don't think it's captions. Like I think it's when you, before you publish the video, I think there's an option that gives you tags, isn't it not? And you can upload it, and it goes to on like things that is similar with it. That makes sense. Like, for example, hashtag technology. I think that's it. It could be captioned as well. I'm not sure.
Oh, because I do use hashtags in my descriptions, but I don't think, you mean like in the video?
I don't know, because that's the thing. Because usually, I think it was. I don't know. It could have been before. I think you could have added tags for where what the video is, and it could be in those areas on the like how a search engine is. You write technology, and then your video comes up. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that many. I don't know that much. Well, I do know about YouTube, obviously, but I haven't heard of that yet. So that sounds look into eventually. But yeah, so point is, it does have it was interesting, and that it did have good retention. I think getting subscribed, that's a new one. Yeah, so it's been out 13 days. Oh, it's been that long. Wow, jeez, time really flies.
Yeah, it does.
It's interesting. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Maybe like, what would you like to see from me? Maybe like fails, or what you think I did. What do I think I did wrong or something like that, or
No, no, no,
videos I
no.
made?
I'm not saying that. No, I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no, that's no, because I like to show off mistakes, for example, right?
Oh yeah, so like what, bloopers?
But yeah, you can call it that. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no. Bloopers is very good. The one thing I would say that is very advantageous of bloopers is it shows your authentic human side
Mm.
basically, and it shows that you're not, you're not like like not emotional, you just you have emotion, and this is the mistakes on filming, this and that, etc, etc. That is very good, to be honest. Like making bloopers or having bloopers is a good thing to be authentic as well, I would say.
So she just gave me good content because I've never done like bloopers. I've talked about my mistakes in my posts and stuff on my LinkedIn and my like basically like publicly, but I've never done like recording bloopers because have I ever had that? I'm trying to think because I recorded over 400 shorts, so I'm trying to think if I had any sort of interesting thing happen while I was recording or something like that, or maybe I always, because how I do my shorts, I basically just set up my tripod, set up my camera, look into it, and just talk. Well, not talk. I do it like, for example, if the title is the world is ending, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like, the world is ending, right?
Mhm.
I'll just break down my video right on here on stream. The world is ending. A brand new study suggests that because of the sun, life on Earth will soon perish. Poof, gone, just like that. And when is this horrifying event supposed to take place? Oh, dang. The title of the article got me psyched, though. So yeah, I wonder how much money and high-level tech was invested to figure out that we'll all be dead in a billion... to figure out that we'll all be dead in a billion years. Are you dreading the end as much as I am? Look at me, I'm literally shaking right now. Subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments. Yeah, so, I mean, I actually just realized that was basically my first blooper. So yeah, I wonder how much money and because I just laughed in the middle of it. It's I kept it. High-level tech was invested to figure out that we'll all be dead in a billion. To figure out that we'll all be dead in a billion years. Are you? That's how I do it. Basically, I just make takes, right?
Yeah.
When I say this title, I take like 3 times, for example. The world is ending. The world to see like which pitch and stuff is good. But like I said, I'm a perfectionist, and that might be my weakness because to record a 1 minute short, it might take sometimes like 8 minutes for me to get it right.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But then at the same time, the video looks like that. So yeah, the world's ending, and then each sentence after that, like I can talk 2 to 3 seconds, like segments, right? I basically do like the world is ending. The world is ending. A brand new study suggests that because of the sun. A brand new study suggests because, and I say that 2 or 3 times again, and then I keep going like basically by these segments. And I do this on purpose, right? To have these the cut-ins, the cut-outs, because it increases retention and it makes it kind of what I've been seeing and from what I like and from what my friends like and stuff, right? That's what I'm trying to kind of customize it to the editing style to match what my generation likes. Right. So, for example, Fabio, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 25.
25. Okay, so you're 6 years older than me, maybe 5. I'm about to be 20 in August. So, anyways, yeah. I'm just so you kind of is this like the type of content you watch basically, or you'd watch?
Yeah, of course. Like when I saw the video when you showed the short, I was laughing because I noticed a bit of sarcasm. It was like, oh no, the world's ending in this year. How much invested of high tech did it take to get this
Mhm.
number or whatever? That part for me is very funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's very funny because. And then when you laughed at it, it showed how ridiculous it was as well because it's just silly. It's very silly, but even with the blooper in it, it just shows how authentic you are, and even when you make the videos, there could be slight hiccups, but that to me just makes it funny. It just is a good watch, if that makes sense. But yeah,
Mhm.
these type of videos are the ones I usually watch, if that makes sense. Like, you know, they
Style wise, yeah.
yeah, style wise, yeah.
Yeah, and so this I don't know if it did that well. Yeah, 2,000 views, and I think I did this one. No, that was before. Wait, I'm trying to see because I forgot when this was. Oh yeah, the 1st of April or something like that. Like at the beginning of April, maybe end of March, YouTube started counting shorts views differently because before it would be let's just show analytics. So views are now they're basically impressions, right?
Okay.
I don't know why they basically try to inflate that metric, maybe to boost channels. I'm not sure, but it's basically views used to be when a viewer would scroll to your video and would watch
Mhm.
for 3 or more seconds, then it would be counted as a view. Now, even if the viewer just scrolls by, it's still each of those videos he scrolls by is going to get a view, right? It works a little weird. I don't know why they changed it. And then there's a statistic of an engaged viewer, okay, but and that counts. That's that the old view, right? That's that when a viewer watches for 3 or more seconds. I don't know why they did this, but yeah, here, how many times viewers stay to watch past the initial seconds? Yeah, exactly. So it kind of surprised me, weirded me out a little bit because I don't know why they would change it because there was before this it was just views, you know that it's who watched,
Yeah,
who's engaged, right? And then there was reach, and it would show impressions, it would show how many times it was shown in feed, and that would
Mhm.
be I feel like that would be more helpful, but now they changed it, and basically I think they're trying to match Instagram and TikTok because I believe they both of them count it this way too, like impression means view.
Do you know
It is a
when?
little,
Do you know when they changed that? Because
like a
if you
month and a
send
half ago,
a month and a half, okay.
about so, yeah. And I think even the shorts that maybe hang on before that deadline, for example, Walmart deploys body cams. Let's see how this did. Views and did it. Yeah, so I think they switched it. Yeah, they it no longer
Oh,
shows. Yeah,
I see what they do now. So basically, for newer videos, they measure the views differently, but your older videos, they've kept the same metric, if I'm right.
yeah. It is bizarre. I don't know. They even like changed it for the ones before, but they kept the views the same, right? Because this would probably have a lot more views, right? For example, the 7,000 one, it did have 7,000 at the time. Holy shit, I didn't realize. It was a very liked one, I guess. Yeah. Another one like review my shorts. Actually, you know what? That's a good one to show my how I'm liked. Hang on, gosh, trying to make this load. Is it maybe here? I'm actually so glad I use an extension that shows me YouTube dislikes. Yeah,
Yeah, because
they've hidden
they
them.
took
Yeah.
down because they took down the dislikes because of I think it was mostly adverts, and there was just I think it was one advert that got many dislikes, and they took that feature off. So it's good that there's extensions out here that basically count the dislikes.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's what I have. So that's why I saw it. I was like, I screenshot. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna use everything to get it there. Yeah, so people like that. Now I can finally see, because I think at the time I did like the topic, but I didn't know it was gonna be, it was gonna go out. See, another tip from the master of creation, me. No topic is a bad topic. It's just how you spin it, right? You have to, um, use humor, for example. You
Yeah.
can basically make a good video out of anything. Like for example, like I said, it can be a bad thing, uh, and sometimes even the ones that you think are going to be good topics are going to turn out bad. But that's okay. That's part of it, right? It's not like it's the end of the world. So I kind of learned to just roll with the punches, and even if it's a quote unquote bad topic, it's always going to be it's going to be it's up to you to make it interesting. Yeah, I'm not just saying that to you. Obviously, I'm saying that to everybody here. It's another good one. 10,000. Yeah. So see, I'm just showing off again my skill, right? Like,
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
so you can have all of this if you work with me, especially nowadays, because it's way easier to get views now that it shows up. So it's basically easier to even like fake it, right? You can have you can have what's it called, like 20 engaged viewers but 900 views. It's a little weird. It's a little weird, and it's like I said, authenticity is in the dumpster, so they enhanced it even more. Basically,
Yeah.
this whole
We
bigotry.
need more authentic people these days, anyways. I would say, considering that there's a lot, because I see a lot of AI content. Like just yesterday, I saw like a lot of I don't know if you noticed, they would get like politicians and whatever and turn them into babies and put them on podcasts.
Oh,
Yeah, those ones. I've seen all of that. And like, it's funny, but it's like, I mean, I say we're striving in the direction of like, there's going to be more AI content than human and authentic emotion content, if that makes sense.
yeah, but it's just it doesn't what you call it. There's a lot of money to be made off of these things, and you can't even imagine how much money these people make from just this stupid shit.
Yeah, obviously,
It takes
yeah.
them 5 minutes to make it, and they make hundreds of dollars off of it, basically.
Of course, yeah.
If they're monetized and everything. And I was thinking about actually even just making like a what would you call it? A channel, a YouTube channel that would just have AI videos, basically, or AI just AI stuff, right? To basically just show that you can make any sort of this BS, and it's gonna be, it can be as bad as bad as it can get, and like quote unquote bad, but people watch it. People just love it for some reason. For example, I can't, when I saw these the AI, the what was it called, presidents playing Minecraft together. I don't know. I'm not into that. I didn't like that. I do like Minecraft and I do like politics, but kind of combining that and like making it this AI thing, I don't know. It didn't sound good to me, and I didn't engage with it at all. I know it was really popular at one point. I know people made thousands probably off of this whole concept, but not for me. I didn't like it that like I said, I didn't get hooked on it like others did. People kept talking about it. I was like, what do you mean AI presidents like play Minecraft? Didn't sound good to me. And also one more lesson again from Master of Creation would be that even if a short doesn't get I want it to be a little surprise. Even if a short doesn't immediately get traction, or any video actually, that doesn't mean it's a bad short. Yeah, like you never. So for example, I'll show you. So, yeah, you see, first
Yeah.
hours on this short, right? I released it. When was this? Let me see it. July 30th, but it was not this July. It was actually July 2023. So almost 2 years ago. And still, Fabio just, he's left and he's joined. Where do we have him? Oh,
Yeah.
what happened there?
Oh no, I just moved to 4G. The internet was kind of slacking a bit.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. All
Yeah,
good. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, look at this. Yeah. So, July 30th, 2023 is when I released it. It didn't do well, right? And I remember my dad was not happy about it because it was a pretty good, what would you call it? It was a pretty good topic and everything, right? And then 2 years later, I'll show you. Since uploaded. Like, oh, never mind. What was this? Since published, there you go. Yeah, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
All across, and then now it's just skyrocketing for some reason.
Yeah.
It started off with 355, and now it's at 7,000, right? And it's not only because of the the new whole impression metric or whatever. It's just because it became popular again. There could be some news breaking or something like that, and then people are just going to search it up, and then your short is going to pop up. And I love these sometimes because some people don't realize that this short was released 2 years ago, and so they treat it as if like I released it recently, right? Because they think like when they click on the short, it's like a recent one. No, it's not. It's a 2-year-old one. And I still get comments on my old shorts like, "Oh no, this is wrong." And I was like, "Well, with all due respect, I'd made this short 2 years ago, and so I wouldn't know if it's still relevant, right? So you gotta always check the description before you comment, and then you'll see if it's a recent one. Yeah. What else? So, so those are some of the tips for a YouTube channel. For example, sometimes like that's why I like to have people on because they give me ideas or comments. Whenever there's like comments and stuff. I saw another comment that was 3 minutes ago. Cats and dogs and children always attracted attention and will still. Hence my yesterday's story. And my dad posted yesterday's story like, there was this like worker that posted pictures of her favorite plant and a cat sitting on her laptop, and she got so many likes and so much engagement because people just like pets and kids and everything. So that's why baby, right? It's politicians. I don't know. It's AI slop, but people really watch it. The gold mine for this type of content is actually Facebook. If you go on Facebook, I just saw it recently. There's this just pure AI video of like a guy saving an eagle or something like that. It was a wounded eagle on the side of a road, and he saved them, but it was just AI. And there were these older people, and they were like commenting, "Oh, how it's beautiful how you treat this bird." It's like they believed it was real, right? So yeah, and they can't recognize that. So you'll get really popular with either depending. If you make these AI slaw videos, like for example the eagle stuff, you got like 6,000 likes total. There were a lot of like people that were actually like, "Oh, this is crazy that people believe this stuff," and then the people that said like this is real got laughed at. But still that only fuels the video creator.
Of course,
so that's what you kind of want. Obviously, you want that traction, you want that money, like obviously. Yes, please. And so there was another one. You remember that? You have to know about this. Everybody knows about this. You got like 1 billion views on Twitter about the morning routine.
Oh no, yeah. I know it's the Ashton Hall one, isn't it?
Yeah.
When he basically took a jump and he was 5 minutes in the air. But I saw that. I was like, what nonsense is this? But I think I know what he was doing because if you get someone to get like a little angry, but not like angry in the way of like funny angry, if that makes sense. Then people are just gonna react to it. So I think that's what Ashton Hall did. That was perfectly well, and obviously he was using that water. Obviously, but he was very funny. I must admit, he was very funny, and like 1 billion views on Twitter. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
I don't know how he did that, but he executed it perfectly.
Yeah, and think about it. Like I'm just I'm thinking about this, right? And from a business marketing perspective, dude, if you have this video, you post it like Ashton Hall did, and people are this is like you're hilarious, you're dumb, you're stupid, and stuff like that. You know what? Sure, call me that. But guess who's making money from you commenting on my post, from you liking my post, from you watching it 20 times over 3 different platforms, right? So
Yeah.
that's exactly how I was thinking about it, because I was like, this is a seriously just a brilliant marketing move, right? If you you don't want to piss people off like completely, like you don't want to say, not rage bait, right? You don't want to do
No.
that.
Yeah.
He didn't do rage bait. He did more of a, like you said, half and half, kind of a funny slash hate combo
Yeah.
is what he got there. And it's like that perfect combo on the internet, especially among the younger generations and stuff. That's where it caught traction first. And imagine, like, from that 1 billion views, even if he like if he's selling something, right? For example, if I get 1 billion views on my channel or something like that on anything, and I'm selling videos, and people see it, obviously click on your profile, and then you see even if like 0.1 or 0.01% of the viewers buy, that's still thousands of people, right? So he probably made a whole bunch of cash with that, and it was a really good move for him. Obviously, the video, I mean, needless to say, that was a very just a pointless video. It's fake. Obviously, he was just joking about that.
Yeah.
Maybe he does like do the runs and stuff, but he doesn't rub a banana peel on his face. Maybe dip his face in ice water. Sure, I can get that. I sometimes like wash my head with cold water. Everybody does that, but not like the banana stuff or the I love how he opened the journal and it was just the first page. Side journal. Yeah, so that was interesting. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna try and reconnect to the other Wi-Fi. I was on my hotspot for now. Hopefully, it doesn't crash any streams, but it is kind of eating up a lot of my data. So I didn't realize it was gonna be that much. So yeah, let me just my phone. Yeah. So if I cut out, hopefully this.
Yeah. I'm there. Yeah. I can see
Okay.
stuff.
So cool. Okay. So seamless. So yeah, no, I had to stop consuming my data. Hopefully it stays that way. Sometimes this Wi-Fi just kicks me off out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And there it is. Of course, I had to change, and we're back. Fortunately, I hope it didn't end the stream nowhere. Let's see if we're still live. So Twitter is still up. Okay.
Yeah, we're 148 on the timestamp.
Yeah, and LinkedIn should be still live on YouTube. My channel. Where's my channel? Here. Come on. And now I can't find it yet. View your channel, LinkedIn. We're still live on LinkedIn. 3 viewers. Welcome everybody. Comment. Let's get them likes and everything in, because it's just me showing off my skills. Okay, we should still be live on here. Please, let's be live. Oh yeah, we're still live. Perfect. On YouTube, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. Great. So yeah, and what else did I do? So here, yeah. So now actually, I kind of missed that first one. It's almost well, actually, I'll wait 10 more minutes because I have these flash sales ready, actually. So people who are watching to get, because I'm gonna cut like this 4-hour stream into clips and stuff. Eventually, I'm gonna use it to push traction and everything. So yeah. So interesting. Gosh, never can find the codes here. Yeah. So were you just outside? I
Yeah,
heard some
yeah,
traffic.
my mom was saying, "Oh, you need to walk the dog," and I was like, "Oh, okay, okay," and I was like, "Oh, I have to just let me just move quickly."
Yeah,
That's why I had to
you're
turn.
fine, yeah.
Yes, I was just like, "Oh, let me just plug in my what was it, my mobile data," and I'm just walking my dog. You probably heard the fire brigade and some other loud noises, but I don't think it's too loud.
No, it's fine. Right now, it's fine. I heard some. I think I heard like a siren before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, I have them right here. I'm not prepared. Yeah. Okay. So that's ready. And so what are you doing for the rest of the day? Are you just gonna be hopefully you're gonna be watching my content, obviously, right?
Yeah. I actually have nothing to do today. I'm probably just gonna be on LinkedIn and then just go on YouTube and watch most of your videos. And obviously, if you make posts today, I'll like them, repost them. Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, and just I don't know how to finish this off, but basically, yeah, just be active, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just trying to see here. So what all still up here? Yeah, I want to say try and do a tip for posts. I mean, you could probably just write something that is there anything that happened to you today, for example?
Not necessarily, not today. But that's my problem. See, that's the one thing I don't understand. Like, I want to write something, but then it's like, has anything happened? This or that? I'm not quite sure. So that's why I don't really. Sometimes either I post something that's happening within within news, or I see something like tech wise, and I just repost it, or either repost but give my opinion, if that makes sense, which turns out to be a post.
Yeah, I mean, for example, what I used to do, like, which one is a thing that got traction?
Because
I think this
I'm
was
yeah,
what's up?
because I'm still trying to figure out how like LinkedIn is in terms of like content, if that makes sense.
Content is pretty much king on LinkedIn. I mean, you can
Yeah.
if you I don't know. I tried out yesterday. I posted a total of 3 times, and that was the 2 events that I posted, and then those are obviously, and then that one other one. But I'm not trying to oversaturate it. Sometimes you have to let it breathe. You can't just fire off a post every hour because
Yeah.
that'll maybe get you targeted for spam and everything. But I think what I do once a day, maybe that's probably the sweet spot. I used to do it before that. It was like 2 or 3 times a week
Yeah.
when I still had college and everything. But stop doing that. And so now I post every day because I started using AI assistants way more than I started using AI assistants way more, so it kind of freed up time and everything.
Yeah.
Like this one, for example, this another post, right? Just so I got it all figured out. But there's blah blah. Yeah, it's a cool one, like because I can really have this age leverage because I'm like I said, I know that I'm the only 19-year-old specifically that I've seen around. Other than that, there might be some like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old. I saw like a couple, yeah, but not, like I said, not that many. It's very rare to see, and I'm not sure is LinkedIn like age restricted. I don't think it is it?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I only made my account. I think it was back in 2023. If I'm right. I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when I was 23. So I don't really know if there's like limits on it or whatever. But I did hear a story of someone did making a LinkedIn, and their account had to be shut because they were not of age to basically be on LinkedIn. So
Oh, Yeah, I'm reading it right now. The minimum age is apparently 16. So there's that. Interesting. I didn't know that. That was like 18 or something like that, or maybe not a restriction. But yeah, so 16. But yeah, that's why it's a professional platform. It's not like Instagram where you can only be 13, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know, which sometimes surprises me that people do act like less than 16. But I'll show you this most recent one actually. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the F Yourself was a good one. It was only I only messaged her once, and it was done. And like I said, I'm gonna keep interactions with for tomorrow because I want to have some material to go through and everything. But let's just say it's been really interesting to to communicate and try to market services to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't see you as their equals. They see you as just someone always above you and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Just got a new account. Somebody asked me, totally unrelated and serious. What are you using to make these images? I love them. See, this is what I do every day. Oh, what am I using? I'll tell you, Sasha. I'm using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Just that 4.0 version. 4. Oh yeah.
It gets better the more. It gets better the more you use it, though. I must admit.
Yeah, it's true
Like,
because it gets to know you a little more. I get remember some of the images. It doesn't have that good of an image recognition because, well, across chats, I know that they have this it's a pretty new feature that it remembers information from other chats, but it sometimes it isn't perfect and it's not. It still doesn't work for images. I don't think. So there's that, but so for every specific separate chat, I need to upload an image of myself again, and then kind of tell it make it in this style, and yeah, you kind of have to program it like that. But yeah, other than that, it's cool it's cool as hell. You just have to prompt it right. Yeah. Yeah. So fine, and so yeah. What else do I want to say? Creation. What else is my creation? Maybe what else should I show? What should I talk about? What did you like of mine? Like that especially stood out, like except for the stuff that I showed you. What do you think?
for me it has to be your skills, to be honest, because you told me what to improve, and you showcased your your obviously your editing videos, and how you're
Hmm.
building with AI as well, and how as well when I mentioned that you should keep the bloopers as well, or instead of having it in the thing, have a separate one where you could be like bloopers from but yeah, I really liked the style of content you do, the skills that you presented on how I could do better on my profile as well. Even gave me tips and stuff because it was very helpful.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was, I think that's probably it, to be honest. Just how you're very professional about it as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thank you for reviewing that and everything, and I tend to get that a lot, especially recently. That people have been telling me like, "Oh, you're like beyond your years or something. Like you're wise beyond your years." I think someone wrote. Like I wish I did this and when I was like young and stuff. When I do these the weekly reflections, or weekly wrap up, or that third name they just rotate them. But yeah, so on the last one, somebody said, "I'll actually show it." It's quick. It's here. It's right here on hand. And here's 2 more live streams scheduled. One ongoing. This one's gonna have 82 attendees. That's my record, I think. I'm not at 82 attendees yet. I always invite everybody from my network, but here it comes. If I can get to them.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're a lot more advanced than I was at that age. Yeah, so just like that. But yeah, so I get that a lot, and I appreciate every time someone says that, because I mean that's kind of why I'm on here, right? I'm trying to show that I'm not the same as others might be, because I know, like I said, the college aged the college experience, the modern college experience, especially in the United States. I'm not sure. You say you didn't go to college in the UK, right?
I mean, I did, but then it didn't work out. That's why I usually just say I didn't go to college, because it wasn't my preferred topic, if that makes sense. Because obviously I didn't do well in school, if that makes sense. But I redeemed myself, and I'm very happy about that, and that's why I always strive to be confident and optimistic about anything, even if even in a negative environment, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, because after a while I was like, maybe school wasn't really the right thing for me, and because I usually like to hyper focus on stuff, then and when I'm in my zone, I'm just like boom, like very focused. But yeah, but anything work related is just it's like the same as you. I don't really like making mistakes or whatever, but it's normal, because we're all humans. That's one thing as well that I'm basically trying to resonate with. Like, I shouldn't be too harsh on myself, because I have been too harsh on myself throughout the years, but I'm being a bit more soft with myself, if that makes sense, and just keep living, because we're human. We're not machines. So.
Yeah, you just have to find the sweet spot, because when you go too easy on yourself, you underperform. But when you go too hard on yourself, it's way easier to, especially for other people. I've never had, like, for example, burnout, right? I keep seeing a lot of it, and it's like cautionary tales and stuff. But even when I've worked, what was it? Yeah, I had full-time college. It was last semester. Yeah, like first semester this year. I worked, did full-time college. I did some business networking. I also had, on top of that, 57 hours of work from 2 different part-time jobs a week at its peak. Like for 3 straight weeks, I did that. So I would do, Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be school. I had classes those days. Then Tuesday, Thursday, and then weekends, I would work typically around 13 hours every like for the jobs combined. For each of them. So yeah, so I did that, and I was a hard worker and everything, but I never got burned out from it, right? Which, by every single metric and what people told and stuff, and especially like at my age and everything, I should have been basically just done. Like I should not have been able to do that, what everybody tells me, but I did. So maybe I have a higher tolerance for it. But yeah, but if you go too hard on yourself, I don't know what my limit is. Maybe I don't have a limit. Maybe I can go as hard as I want. But if you push it to the limit, then you could burn out, especially for other people. But yeah, I never had that happen, so I'm not speaking from experience. So don't take it from me. I'm just taking it from the quote unquote LinkedIn gurus.
That's why there needs to be balance as well. Like, cool. Like I've seen people, like they overwork as well, but like, I mean, in a moment, like at any moment of time, they might burn out, right? So it's just, you need to look after yourself as well, even though like you could be the most perfectionist in the room or whatever, but it's just like there's sometimes you just need to pull on the brakes just a little bit to recalibrate and then start again, if that makes sense. Because that's happened to me. Is like I would I would want to work consistently just to prove myself. But then I'm just like, hey, I've done enough, right? I'm going to just take an easier pace and not, like be a rocket and go forward. Just like take breaks and then relaunch again when I need to, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. So, let's see. Talk about a couple more things. Always kind of flows out of my mind. Oh yeah, one thing that I'll do right now actually. If I can kind of set it up here. Design theme. How does that work? It's a cool one. I still like that style. I like how you can edit the whole interface live still.
What the overlays where you could just put people? I think. Yeah.
I could pretty much like turn you off at any point, or just put in a banner and stuff like that. I'm trying to find it here. I didn't put up my QR code because I have a donation QR code, but I'm on a different account. I typically have like that upper left.
Oh, right. I get you. I get you.
I did not. Oh gosh, that actually. I had a link for that too. I would have to set it up now, but I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll put my. I know what I'll actually put in there. Doesn't matter. I'm still only halfway through for the first stream, but it's gone by pretty fast actually. When it's always two people, when you're having a good time, it always goes by really fast. Project Constellation. So that's my first. It's gonna be my first day offer of the day, I guess. Let's see, means I'll put it in the QR code. Hopefully, QR code and title. Title is gonna be consultation. Website is this or no? Yeah, it is. And maybe it'll show it. Yeah, see that?
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
It's actually cut off for some reason. Consult maybe. Consult. Probably work or consult with me. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's a good one. Just capitalize the M and it should be good. Save. There it is. Yeah. So consult with me. Yeah. So I do have that link will lead you to lead the viewers to a consultation link with me, and it's called project consultation. So if you have a video project or a podcast, even the LinkedIn profile makeover, it's you can use that link to pay. It's going to be probably the audit, I guess, and then codes. Can't find these banners, and it's design, vehicle background, overlay, font, theme color. So I can change the primary color too. What is this? Oh, captions maybe. What is this? Lower third. Oh, hang on. What is this? Oh, I can.
Oh, that's like so newsworthy, right there. You just see, the rolling, yeah.
I'll add in special deal. Use code. I have actually discount codes here for consultation. So that will be use code consultation 25. Sure. Consultation 25 to get $25 off for consultation. It's has to be catchy, has to be short, so let's see how that works.
Special deal, use code consultation 25 to get $25 off for a consultation with me. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Set it up this fast. I like it. I really like how they have it 23 views on X so far. I mean, so to stream on X, you need a premium account, like you have to pay the $8 for a blue check mark to get
Oh
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
streaming privileges. Yeah, so maybe it has it's a part of it, right? You know, it increases your reach and everything once you have the
Yeah, yeah.
So I've had it for a while now. I have it on another account that I use, and I typically put like historical stuff, but I haven't been on there in a while. Hey, James Garcias. Good morning, James. Jimmy, how you doing? It's perfect that we haven't joined. So yeah. What else? So you say you don't have any. You mentioned you don't have any video content online, right?
No. I did say before. I think it was. I think I made a post long ago. I think it was when. I think it was I was first starting. I said sooner or later I will get onto that, but
Mm.
I don't know when. That's the thing. That's why I didn't put a time frame. So that's why I said sooner or later. But obviously, I would love to do that because everyone is doing video on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is putting new features. I think it was this year. I think it was, or I don't know, that they wanted to improve more of the video features or whatever on the platform. Which, for me, I think that's very good. That's why I'm trying to be more active on LinkedIn rather than just being a ghost. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I was trying to say to you. I'm trying my best with with posting or whatever. Like, I'm not the best writer, but like obviously the ideas that I say or opinions do matter or whatever. And I'm a human, not a machine. Just to verify myself, I am human.
Yeah, no, I get that. So
Yeah.
it's I mean, what type of content were you thinking of doing? Like I'm assuming like short form, like vertical.
That's a very good question. That's actually a very good question. I think I would do long form and then probably condense it to shorts, like how you do it, I believe. So like
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So first long form. Trying to think how I did it. Well, I did start off with the longer form video, the horizontal videos, and then I transitioned into shorts, and I did only that for 2 years. So I don't know if that was it might not have been a mistake, but people that were new were being left to the old content. I don't know, because that was a very sloppy edits and everything. So they might not have liked it that much, but yeah. So I would say maybe that strategy is good. Like first long form content, and then the short form content follows from that, or maybe even make like dedicated shorts and everything, right? So if you, for example, have a long form that's coming out, so you create your channel, you'll put out a long form, you'll make some shorts from it, and maybe as you're working on the other long form, maybe you make some teaser clips for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this is what's coming out, and then maybe like a 15. It doesn't have to be like a minute long, obviously. Like if it's an 8-minute long video, you'll make like a 15-20 second bit, and it's like like get ready or something like that. It's coming out right now.
Yeah. Because like I've also seen that a lot of people are interested in content that provides value as well, not just one thing, and then someone's trying to be the next this or the next that. Like like everyone has stories, everyone has their own opinions, their way of living, and stuff like that. And for me personally, I think LinkedIn is a great platform to do that because everyone's different, everyone's unique, they have their own story. So that's why I think professional content in probably a couple of years will be very, very what's the word? Very outstanding, or well, I don't even have the word, but I just said outstanding. But like very, very informative and interesting. There we go.
Yeah.
Because in future, yeah.
You can talk. Keep on. Sorry.
No, 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 it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. No, no, I just had those two words in my head and I just plopped it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Just interesting. So would you be doing that at like with cybersecurity content or something like that too, or are you just
I,
thinking about?
I think I would do that, and I think I would do a blend of probably other things as well. It's just obviously there has to be. I have to plan it obviously as well, but obviously it's not like I'm not gonna do it. It's just obviously I need a new. I need to know when to do it and then how I'm gonna execute it and then editing and stuff like that. You know. But yeah, this is not out of my scope. It's within, and I'm very interested in it because of how things are moving these days. People are very interested in other people's value, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, the trick is not to use. So, for example, uh, like on LinkedIn, I wouldn't use I statements that much, right? Because you're trying to show what you're bringing to other people,
Yeah.
not just like I, right? Like I bring it to you, sure, but then beyond that, like saying I know this, I know that, I do this. You got to do. I'll do this for you, or you're gonna get this if you work with me, stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have to show that value, and also in the what's it called? In the on YouTube, for example, if I'm trying to make a video about AI that I used to do, you can't say like it's news, right? You have to say it. Well, breaking news, sure, but you're not gonna recite it like from a news article. You have to have kind of your own opinions formed and talk about it. I think this there's valid because you're showing your opinion on something, not like you're bringing somebody value. So you gotta say, I know this, I think this, and this is how it should have been, and stuff like that. So you show your opinion, your expertise, and that's what
Yeah.
people value on YouTube when they wanna watch your content. So that's what I started doing, and then we'll see how that personal element, like what you think, people are going to watch it because they're not going to watch content that's just recited news articles. Because people have news all the time; they're everywhere. It's on TV. They got it on
Yeah.
permanent, like there's 24-hour news cycles and everything, so they can just watch that instead of you. Yeah, so you need to show that. What's it called? Like specific value, like what separates you, the difference, right? That's what you need to show. And what else? And on LinkedIn, I don't know how, because I've posted some videos, but I haven't gone like deep into it. I've tried it out a little bit. I've posted like maybe 15 shorts or something like that. But then they're mostly formatted for YouTube and the YouTube audience, so they don't get that much of a traction, right? Because it's made for mostly younger people, right? My audience on YouTube is mostly 18 to 34, something like that.
Yeah.
So on LinkedIn, it's the target audience and the average age is higher than that, and so it's not going to resonate always. But some of those evergreen topics, not just breaking news and stuff, maybe especially like tech topics, maybe business, professional topics and stuff. Those could get some traction on there, and in your field, especially like if you do cybersecurity or if you're just showing off on LinkedIn or something like that, then those will be really those will be impactful. But you can't, again, it's always about that originality.
Yeah.
You
Of
can't just
course.
have ChatGPT generate you a script that you just read out, and you know how ChatGPT is. It never
Yeah. Yeah.
says
Yeah.
anything. It doesn't have an opinion. It's just kind of a very non-biased look into how things are in that specific into. And
Yeah.
so you kind of need to form your own opinion and include it. Not sure you can have ChatGPT draft something, but you can't. Again, like we said, you can't use it 100%. You need to kind of have those human insights in there. Otherwise, it will never be impactful. So that's another tip from the master of creation. Let me our headlines were hidden. Whenever I use this thing, so lower 30. What is this one?
But this is
primary
also
expense, secondary.
But this is also why I like doing improv, like just straight from the head. So like you make the video and you just say what comes to mind when you, for example, you see a LinkedIn post that's going viral. You think of something to say and then you just splurge out into LinkedIn as well. That's also good as well because if you're just reading from a script as well 24/7, I don't know because it wouldn't really seem well. I mean, it depends really, but like doing improv, I think is as well good, right? Would you say?
I mean, yeah. For example, what I'm doing right now, what this is improv. This is not a.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is a planned stream, as in people know about it beforehand, but it's not planned out hour per or no, like minute by minute. There's no script. It's just kind of going through what I know, my skills, and then what what you know, and what you know about AI and your knowledge in that space and stuff. So it's not like I said, it's not planned. I might have like ChatGPT generate me again like a very rough outline, maybe hour by hour for each hour, like 3 1 sentence topics, like mention this, talk about this, and do this, right? But then it's mostly what would you call it? Like, it's just orientational. It's not. It doesn't. Even if you don't, you can guide yourself by it, but you don't have to necessarily listen to it word for word. And whenever I do listen to something word for word, whenever I did a script, I hate reading scripts. For example, it's always it's always going to be very sloppy. Again,
Yeah.
Whenever I do those shorts, I always just do them from my head, like kind of formulate an idea of what I want to talk about, and then read the headline of the video, like Walmart deploys body cams, and then you're gonna go into what you want to talk, like what you want to hit, what do you think people will like in the video, and then you kind of have to formulate it. And I, again, those are all pretty much improv, except for the editing part and stuff. But yeah, when I record, they're pretty much improv. Like those sentences are not from a script. I just kind of make them up in my head and just say it.
Yeah. It's the best because like when you do improv, it's more you, and you obviously you're still going on the idea and then giving an opinion, but it's very good because obviously anything you could say could bring value. So it's one of the good positives I would say about improv as well.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And yeah, like all of my streams, I'm now thinking have been improv. None of them, and I'm not a good planner. I kind of
Oh, same.
sometimes that might be
I
bad, but sometimes it can be good.
I hate planning myself, bro. I'm the same thing. Like, if I want to do something, I'll just do it, right? I don't know how to like plan something, right? But like, obviously, with time management, I could do that. But like, bloody hell, like, I can't plan something like from the very beginning. Because imagine if you plan something and it doesn't work out, then you need to you need to make a new one. See, that's the main reason why I don't like plans. That's why I like improv because it was said then and then boom, done.
Mhm. Yeah, I kind of used also planning when I was like, oh, I'm planning this, I'm planning that. Whenever I like, there's obviously some planning that needs to go into, like, for example, reach out strategy. Whenever you're
Yeah.
pitching something, like you can have, like, for example, 3-4 different scripts that you rotate and see which works the best. But then you can't get hung up on the planning part, because then it what do you call it? Then it stalls you, right? Then you're just kind of using that as an excuse to just keep planning and not do anything, right? But we kind of just need to get it out there. Once
Yeah.
you kind of have a message, just it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I know what's it called? General Patton's quote. Look that up right now. What's it called? General Patton said was like I keep forgetting. I listened to it before. A good plan Oh no, like a bad plan executed now. Like don't call this obviously. I don't know if this is the actual thing. Like a bad plan executed now is always going to be better, effective than a good plan executed later or never. Right. So
Yeah.
you have to just get it out sometimes.
I
And,
don't I don't
you know,
know if you heard this one, but I got told if you don't plan, you plan to fail. If that makes sense.
you don't plan, you plan to fail. Yeah, I mean that's it's interesting actually. I've not heard that one, but it is
Yeah,
it's
it was
nice.
back when my younger years when my teacher would be like, "Oh, if you don't plan, you plan to fail," and they will keep instilling that in your brain, and I'm just like, I just don't plan though. I mean, I plan a little bit, but not over the point of like plan of it everything. But yeah,
Plan out like a rough outline and then kind of go from
yeah,
there. Yeah, but there's not like a way to not plan. Like, I don't plan streams
exactly.
because it's just video. You just talk, right? But then
Mhm.
you can plan a little. Like I was always told, what's that called? Czech proverb again. Measure twice, cut once. Right? Because you want to get it just right, like that planning part, pretty much. So yeah, you know, that was kind of like, oh yeah, that's a cool way about it. But then, measure twice, but don't measure 10 times. Just measure twice and then go. Right?
Yeah,
Just like measure once, kind of get an estimate. Measure twice to solidify that and cut. Right. So that's now how you take it. Before that, yeah, my dad just sent me another thing. Like I'll show you some authentic. Yeah, I'll show you a best content strength than that he just sent me.
what
Let me
did
show
you
it.
send it in the comment section?
Sorry, was that?
Did you send it in the comment section?
No. He sent it to me on my private chat.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I want to see if I can download it and then show it. That's really just interesting, and so many people do this too. What do you think? Like because most businessmen, most business people are men, right? It's just
Yeah.
a fact. That's statistics, and so it's it can be hard for women to try and penetrate that space. Then some women who know how to do it, like this is the. I'll show you actually if I can share the window. Gosh, entire screen. No, I don't want that. I want the just this. Please let me open it again. Maybe I can just put it into a tab. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll just show it like this. Here. Yeah. So, are you watching my screen?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm right here, bro. Don't worry.
It's this content strategy. There it is probably.
Is it me or is it too?
407 minutes.
Is it too zoomed
Yeah.
in? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but well, he zoomed it in for me. But then the whole. I'm assuming like there's a face. Obviously, there's a post. It might be saying something, but people are obviously not going to be paying attention to what's above. And I've always examined these when what's it called? I've always examined these posts like where there are women that are kind of showing off, right? But
Mhm.
then it's always the likes and comments are almost always men, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the majority. And I was like this, and it's always men. Like there might be some women, but it's really not the majority. Yeah, so that's if you want to get popular on LinkedIn, you can just start you can doing this, but it probably won't work for you because you're a guy. Neither for me, so that's why I try
Yeah,
to be
it just wouldn't work.
as
Just wouldn't work.
yeah, and that's it definitely works for some people if they keep doing it, right? So oh yeah, my dad just said she got beautiful eyes. On the overlay. And there's she has beautiful eyes apparently. Yeah, but nobody watches her eyes. Nobody watches her face. Sometimes but and nobody's gonna watch the content if you do that. Oh, he sent a full picture. Now, hang on, let me show that to you really quick. Yeah, so from me as the master of creation, I don't experience with female marketing. But maybe that's a tip. Oh, here we go. Everything begins with kindness, is what the post is. Hang on, let me put it in a tab. Here we go. Here it is, and then here's the full. Actually, hang on, I don't want to put up the entire profile, so just like make a little adjustment to cover the profile picture. Where is it? Edit. Come on, I'm doing it real fast. Markup. Oh, here it is. What is this? Oh. Black. Zoom in, please. There's a real person on LinkedIn, obviously. This one, this one, this one. And sorry, it takes so long to copy. Yeah, okay. And then here's this, and share. Yeah, now you can see it again. Yeah. You see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so everything begins with kindness. Yeah, want to respect, be kind, and really nice eyes, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a head, but then it's not the piece because oh well, I don't know. That's just that. But I'm not gonna get hung up on that. That's not what I do here. It's supposed to be about me, about creation. Anyways, yeah. So special deal still running. I want to mention that really quick. So to anybody watching who's not who wants it, who's interested in video and or anything, basically, yeah, I can do anything. I can do LinkedIn profile optimization. What else is called? The video, the shorts, and everything, and podcast appearances. So if anybody's interested in all of that, podcast strategy, and anything relating to those two, like I'm pretty well versed in those, then feel free to consult with me. Book that link right above there. It's on actually Fabio's bubble. Not on my bubble, but yeah, on that upper left corner. There you go. You'll get a use consultation 25 to get $25 off. So they'll come out to what is 75, I think $74, something like that. Yeah, so book with me now and get a free short too. Actually, if you book that, you'll get a free short, which is a $50 value. So I'll make you look real nice. I was thinking about doing these too. What do you think? Should I start doing like a new service where it'll be like a LinkedIn intro video for I'll make it like, for example, like one for depending on the I'll probably make it like one size fits all, like a $50 short basically that'll be like introduce or the person will record themselves, they'll introduce themselves, what they do, and stuff like that, and I'll make it just a fast pace, just like those like my shorts basically, like the captions add and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is that a good service?
Yeah, of course it's a good service. You could, you're giving a discount, but then you're doing, I think, extra stuff as well, which would be good as well, I would say, because you're showing that you can give service as well. So
yeah, so that's what I'm probably gonna start doing. So yeah, so if you book that consultation, then right now $75, it's not gonna be, maybe actually might go higher soon because I'll probably be getting a lot of new clients and stuff. Once I do get more clients, then prices will go up. So buy while you can because that price won't stay that long, and especially with these streams, I won't be doing every day. Obviously, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. Who knows? Well, I'll figure out the cadence. This is my first one, so we'll see. But like I said, it's not going to be every day. So these discounts, these what do you call them? Introductory prices, discounts, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, book now for the lowest prices you'll get, because like I said, prices will go up soon, and yeah, and so you'll get the $25 off. That's $74, and then in the $74 you'll still have a free short and an hour with me. So that's like great value compared to what it might be in a couple of months. It might be $200, and then you'll be wondering, it's like, oh, I should have bought. Well, now's the time. It always is like that. It's always like that. I sometimes think about buying something, a piece of clothing or something like that, and I'm like, you know what? I'll wait. Once you wait, prices will go up, and especially with in today's economy, prices are fluctuating so much. It's crazy to keep track of. So inflation is hitting me too. So I'm gonna be have to. It's always like, oh yeah, the inflation is up 7%, and then everything costs 200% more. So there you go. That's how I'm gonna work. Yeah. So book now, and you'll get that free short that I just talked about. Basically like your introduction for your LinkedIn profile. You can just feature on top, and then video works. Video definitely works, and I've proven that over and over again through my channel, just everywhere. I'm not sure, because on LinkedIn it might be. I've tested it out. It's a little. It's a lot less reach than for YouTube that I always do, but it can be still effective, because video converts a lot more. It conveys a lot more too. You can show so much in there, and you're gonna definitely be a winner if you have video. If you don't have video, if you just have text or images, yeah, sure, it might work. But guess what? A picture says 1,000 words, and then in 1 second of video, you have 60 pictures. So guess how many words that is, right? You got a 30-second video, 30 times 60, it's 1,800 seconds, and then it's 1,800 plus 30 times 60, yeah, it's 1,800 frames. And yeah, so I have a lot of words in those pictures. Anyways, clear emotion way better than on image and stuff. 2.5 hours in, it's like I said, it's going by real pretty fast. So what else do I want to talk about? Podcast appearances, maybe. Did you want to? Actually, I still have shorts from when I was on one guy's podcast. If I can find them. It's not going to search up anything. Okay. And now it's all cut. Oh, jeez. Okay. So if it's lagging a lot. Close this. Bounce. This. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's not it. Oh, here it is, I think. Yeah. Here's the link to the folder. So I talk about a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
Especially on the podcast. I mean, that's my playground. Podcasts are almost never curated. I mean, I don't know why, but podcasts should always, or mostly always, be live, or at least uncut. Because I don't. Once a podcast is cut, it's very inauthentic. Talking about authenticity and everything. So, you want that not being cut.
Yeah. You would want it to the point where like is genuine.
Yeah. It's You obviously. I mean, it has to be genuine, because if I'm sharing a journey of somebody, and then it has cuts all over the place, I'll gladly do like mistake cleanup for somebody and audio correction and stuff like that. But I feel like people would appreciate it a lot more if it's live, because then they know you're speaking the truth in everything. And the podcasts I've been on, that they've all been pre-recorded. They've never been live because people are just scared of going live and being vulnerable and exposed, basically. Because when you go live, every time you go live, you're being very vulnerable, like that. So, for example, like you putting yourself out there, Fabio, you're being vulnerable right now. Although that I'm the kind of the bridge, right? Because I'm kind of I'm making it easier. But if you're live alone, it's way harder to be live alone than it is to be live with somebody.
Yeah.
Because it's the same with horror games. Like, I don't like to play horror games alone, but when it's a multiplayer, it's way easier. So it's very much the same. And, so content strategy. I'm trying to think. Maybe. On your account, actually, on your LinkedIn account, you could probably try and post something, just like interesting, even if it didn't happen today. Something interesting that happened to you, that using, like, you saw my post, or something in that kind of direction, and try and actually take like a picture of you maybe sitting next to your computer and looking at LinkedIn, or looking at whatever somebody sent you, or whatever it might be, right? So I think that would get traction, because you do have 3,500 followers, and I have 1,600, and I'm still getting a lot of likes. So I feel like if you posted something like that, you could, and you post and you frame it well and everything, you could get a lot of likes and reactions and everything, a lot of traction. Same with if you do it the way you said you do it, like, write the kind of outline, and then just put in the ChatGPT, create a LinkedIn post out of it, and you'll see what happens there. You'll see what happens next. And always do what's it called, that the hook and rehook, basically, right?
Yeah.
2 lines of text, which are always separated, like
what helps as well is like consistency as well. I truly believe, even if there's no likes or whatever, I think I would just keep continuing anyways, because it just shows.
Yeah,
and
you don't have to take that long with it either. I mean, I take with my post maybe like, now it's like 30 minutes at most, when it's my human insight plus AI, right? Because it took an hour when it was just me, then it took 5 minutes when it was just AI, but now it's like 30 minutes, which is just in between. Yeah, so 30 minutes a day to spend on that, and then to post like this consistently, and show your authentic side, right? Sometimes it doesn't have to be related to business necessarily. It doesn't always have to be a business post. It can just be about your personal life, what happens in you, like what I said with the how I posted my accomplishment, right? Like maybe on the dean's list, and that I got it congratulated by a state senator and stuff like that. So you just show that, like, personal achievements, and people will like that, obviously, because it's you're showing your personal side, authentic self, and putting yourself out there. So that's what people appreciate a lot, and I've been told that too. In a lot of meetings I've had so many networking meetings since like December. Can't even count them anymore. I think because I had like 60 of them through my the booking link, the meeting link, and then I've had a lot of them also on a platform called Lunch Club. But that platform, I don't know. It's probably going to get shut down soon anyway. So I'm trying to get everybody from there onto LinkedIn. So I might start sending out some invites to networking chats and stuff very soon again. But yeah. Now back to 25 on Twitter, but yeah, again, it's not the live counter, which is unfortunate. It's just people that are coming in and out.
Yeah, but like
you don't even know if someone watching it. What was that? Sorry.
No, I was just saying like how you were saying like achievements or whatever. A lot of people like to see the personal growth of individuals. So that's a plus as well to because every single time I have an achievement, those are the ones that are doing well. Apparently, and I don't understand why. Like I think it was the second latest one or whatever it was. It was
I
like
think I
1 hour
saw it. Yeah.
and it was like 700 impressions. I was like, 700 impressions. But then when I make a natural post, there's nothing there. I'm like, am I doing something wrong or whatever? Because like, cool, I'm getting achievements consistently. That's nice and all, and it comes and I'm doing it with labs and stuff like that, which is all good and well. It's just I think with writing posts, I think I need consistency because me myself, I don't know if I have a schedule. I was thinking like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as a good schedule. But what do you think? Do you think that I should do every day, or like what's the advice that you would give? Like, would you do it like a schedule like post 1 to 3 times a week, or like just regularly?
I mean, it depends on how many you have, obviously, because like I'm never gonna force somebody to post every day if they don't have the time to do it. That's completely fine. But if you can, it would be good to have one every day. And it doesn't even, like I said, it doesn't even have to be thorough. It can just be what you saw. Maybe like, for example, go on a walk, look around, and then I don't know, just make like a series about you tying completely random things from the outside back to cybersecurity. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot, because my dad does where he connected each it was like presentations about animals and then how they kind of connect to the whole like digital marketing and stuff. Like, for example, actually, there was a video that we made, that Gamma presentation actually. Quick share this. It was this one. Wait, no, it was on that other channel. Switch accounts. It's on the NC Web channel. Share this now. Share. Load it up. Not that many, but we'll see. Content. It was the art of slothful networking. Like a network, like a sloth, basically, right? Networking doesn't have to be sprint. This video exposed to slow and deliberate. So, like I said, yeah, be just go outside with the nature, and you'll definitely find something to connect it back to cybersecurity. One, you can connect any animal on the internet, basically, right? It's just, it works all the same.
Yeah. Just need to think.
So I would do that.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just sitting. No, that's fine. No, don't worry. I was just saying I just have to find what works because I'm sure you can pinpoint it to, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, trying to give an example of what could be tied back to cybersecurity. Maybe like something that has layers, and you need layers in cybersecurity to prevent attacks and stuff, possibly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like what's it called? What animal, or maybe trees basically have layers, right?
Yeah.
It kind of wraps around. Yeah. So be like a tree. You can't. If you're a bamboo stick, well, you're gonna be snapped in half like this. You're gonna be broken. You're gonna be attacked all the time, DDoS, stuff like that. But if you're like a sequoia tree to have robust cybersecurity, then it's gonna take a while to come down, and you'll probably notice it by then. Yeah, so something like that. So you can literally make it about anything. I just made that up on the spot because I'm familiar with cybersecurity and everything, but I'm not proficient by any means. And if I wanted to hack somebody, I couldn't. So I would leave that up to the professionals. I do know a lot of people that work in cybersecurity and are you're an ethical hacker. I know a couple of those. I know actually like people that are malicious hackers and everything. Like I had a friend that did that too, actually. He would post YouTube videos and he would leave malicious links in in the description, and he would actually get like people to click them, and or he would just actually, well, you made a post like trolling like scammers and everything. He would call them and stuff, and then just make fun of them, like those scammers in those call centers, right?
Oh, funny you say that. Like recently this week, I've just been getting scam calls, and but I think I can't be bothered to like reject them, if that makes sense. So what I
Hmm.
do is I answer the call, and I just troll them because honestly, because if I'm just gonna reject the call or not answer it, I mean, yeah, I can give. I'm giving them more time to basically for them to talk to someone else and they could become a victim, right? So what I did was I just put on an accent, uh, and then I just basically just waffled basically to them, and just basically acted sarcastic or whatever. And I remember the lady, she was like, "Oh, why are you laughing?" And then after, I just ended the call like that just to waste their time.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way, but obviously, like you gotta keep in mind, also waste your time, and if you don't want to be bothered by that, just block them and everything. I mean, I was getting a lot of scam calls, but then I got a new phone and it just disappeared. So I think it was a Samsung S20 that I had, and I changed to a Samsung S23. So I think they have better protections against it now. So yeah, so just download like an anti-robo thing if you don't want to deal with them. But he specifically targeted them. Like he would go to the known scam websites and everything, and he would call the helpline and everything, and then he would just troll them. And he would he didn't do it in front of me. He did only one, but he apparently like even what was it, hacked into one of their computers and everything and looked at the internal files and everything. It's like, you can do that too. It's funny, but yeah. So what else? Oh yeah. So back to the stuff. Back to self promotion, I guess. Just wanted to say one more thing. Yeah, this is about the profile makeovers I was thinking. Geez, yeah, it might sound like a lot, right? And I've had people that told me like, yeah, it's a lot for me right now, and those are mostly like people open to work hours, out of a job, and they might have unemployment, so they can't cover it from that, obviously. But then a person said like, oh yeah, I mean, I've been looking into this, but then I'll let you know, but I've been looking at alternatives, and they're way more expensive than you. So there are actually more expensive solutions out there, which to me the price seemed also like a little um, above average or something like that, especially for today's economy and everything. But then when you hear there's actually people with pricing that is even higher than yours, it kind of encourages you to send it to more people. So you're eventually going to hit someone who's in that perfect position, who's in that perfect spot, and is trying to look for something and is just open to it, and yeah, you get into a meeting and stuff. So yeah, so I've had some success with that, but it's definitely cleaned out my network. Because I don't know if you remember, I had 1650 followers before, and it kept like around that same kind of like 1650 kind of hung around that 1647, went up and down. Now it's 1640 because once you start going deep into marketing your stuff, and it's not even like I'm spamming them with stuff, right? It's just like send them this, and I get blocked or disconnected from, or I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Somebody makes a post about you, which has happened to me 3 times so far. 3 separate people have made a post about my offer, not mentioning me clearly, but
Oh, yeah, indirectly, yeah.
Yeah. So that's always a fun one. But hey, they're promoting the stuff for me, so let's show, yeah, maybe a profile makeover for 500 for some people, it might be accessible, right? So that's who I'm looking for, and it's a great way if you want to clean up LinkedIn profile connections that are going to be useless to you. Just start sending, start offering a service, and then everything is going to be. Everybody's gonna bail. Those that don't believe in you and everything, they'll bail. Actually, what else was it? Another thing. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, back to that's what I want to talk about. The profile makeovers. In and of itself, it won't help you. And I've said that before too. It won't help you to have a beautiful profile if you don't do anything with it, right? If you just kind of let it sit there. So, and people probably will think that, like, oh yeah, it's gonna. If I make a profile makeover, it's gonna do all the work for me because I paid money for it, right? Well, it's half of the work, basically, right? But it is, if you're looking to grow on LinkedIn, if you're looking to get people to follow you, if you're looking to do that, get it right now, and you're gonna get noticed. And once you start engaging with people, once you start commenting on other people's comments, especially because you have to do that if you want to get noticed, because people from that will click on your profile if you have a comment with original insights, not just like fantastic, thanks for sharing. Those are throwaway bot posts, and nobody's going to look at that. So
Yeah.
again, in a sea of automated stuff, AI and bots and everything, you have to come up with something original, maybe connect something to personal life, or and you don't always have to agree with something, right? If you know something is at least half untrue, hey, call it out, because LinkedIn is not here to just be a nest for yes men. You're supposed to have conversation, and if somebody blocks you because you dare disagree with their post, then if it's like your connection, then sure, I don't, you don't care about that anymore, because they're not good in the first place. If they can't handle a conversation or can't handle criticism, they're definitely not your target audience. And so there's a new message. Sorry. Oh, email. Got a new email. Hope it's somebody else, because if they're gonna pitch me about something, I'm gonna counter pitch them. I always love to do that when somebody tells me, "Oh, I'm actually," did that with one guy. He actually was like, "Oh yeah, we hire like talents for you stuff and give you them." And I was like, I'm not your target audience, but you're mine. And so I offered him the profile maker, and he was like, "Haha, I like that," and he actually booked a meeting from that. So you have to be witty with these. If you want to be on top of something, then you just have to rush straight in. 2 hours and 57 minutes. About to, the code for the consultation is about to expire. So book it out. Whoever's watching, book out. You have only 2 more minutes to book. Otherwise, it's gone forever.
Yep. Big
Bring it back.
Or you just lost an incredible discount.
Exactly, $25 on it. Like it's so valuable. $75 for an hour with me, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about what you want to do and stuff. And then a $50 short, it's included in that. You don't pay anything additional for that. And so so buy that right now, like that. Scan that immediately, and then buy it, because I'll teach you everything you need to know. And I just show that. If you don't believe me, scroll the stream really quick to about an hour, and I talked about everything that I did, and I helped so many people so far. I've helped coaches, I've helped brand builders and everything to promote themselves as well, right? Because they trust me. Because I've built a lot of trust, and I've showed why they trust me, because I have a crazy YouTube channel. I mean, would you agree, Fabio?
Yeah, I would agree, because you gave me great advice. So you scanned my profile, you said it was all good, just needed just a bit of improvements, and that's it really. I can't really complain. The service is amazing, and I would recommend that everyone goes on that QR code and take advantage of this discount, or otherwise you snooze, you lose.
That's a good one. No, yeah, I mean, so what do I want to say? Yeah, and we don't we don't know each other that much, right? I mean, this is the first time we're actually speaking, like face to face, I would say, if you had a camera on, but yeah, like on
Yeah.
stream together. Like we've always only been, he's only been in my comments. He's reposted my posts. We've been texting through DM. Lagging a little bit. Please do not disconnect my stream. There we go. We're back. Yeah, so he's been in my comments. He's been everywhere, and I really appreciate the support from him. But yeah, like I said, he's just looking at my value from an outsider's perspective, and he's telling you, go buy it right now. Yeah, so we don't know each other that well, but he sees the value in it. I might have one or two more guests on later that'll probably say the same thing. And yeah, but this guy right here, he's the most he's gonna be the most unbiased. Gonna tell you that basically. Because with the other guy, I was on a podcast with as well. So yeah. Anyway, so it's 11:10. I might, you know what? I'll extend it for 5 more minutes. 5 more minute extension. Meetings. Let's do caption. David, 11:15. And there it is. Okay. Cool. Awesome. New one. No. Okay. Those I want to talk about. Oh, should I just show up? Because probably not the people are here that were here 2 hours ago. So I might just share what my channel is like. Show off my success. You got to do that. You got to. That's the point of I guess aggressive sales, you could call it. But no, it's not really sales. It's just, hey, this is what I do. If you want to be like me, if you want to have it like me, work with me. Back to channel content. Here we go. Yeah, so shorts. I mean, I haven't worked on them that much recently, but if you look, it's gonna be crazy stats. 4.5, 1,000, 2,000. I had a really long streak where I just had over every time like over 1,000 views at least, and it ran for like a month or something. I forgot how it was, but I think I'm just sometimes it ruins the videos, ruin them. But yeah, see all of this, you could have this, and these are not even. I know how to make better shorts now. If you want to have them like basically supercharged shorts. Then yeah, so with me, and look at that. You can have this, for example, 700 likes, 13,000 views. You can have all of that. Not from just one short. If it's a longer term partnership, then obviously you'll have that. You'll have these results. You have to build the intensity on it, and then you're going to be really successful. So yeah, so that's also another pointer for you, Fabio. Just be consistent with it. Don't be like me over last summer and these past couple of weeks, and pause it completely. There always has to be something that you're putting out there, and be that what it is. Like I said, I made a post about that. Done is better than perfect. I'm still working on that too. Obviously, like I said. Perfectionism doesn't just disappear, but it gets better, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think you could stay consistent like for let's say 350 shorts that I did? I think were like every time they were like every day, literally, day by day. It was 350 days basically.
I mean, it depends if there's like something happening within the week, and then there's a lot of stuff happening. I would say yes. But if it's like an consistent week of ins and outs, then it will be consistent, but then it will be inconsistent, if that makes sense. But at least if you're doing something, you're proving yourself, then I don't see the problem of being a bit too inconsistent, mostly because there's not much happening, if that makes sense. But as you said to me, you can make videos or posts about other things, so you can still be consistent. You just need to write and do other things other than specifically in your niche, basically, I would say, because that's
you can scale it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is another good example of being consistent, I think. Let me share this, please. Perform this activity. So building a brand while young, right? That was my first, basically that was my first weekly reflection. It was a little longer, but then I started doing them. So 38, 30, 24, 34, 35, it grows, 30, 55, 46, 51, 46, 49, 94, that was my Coke-a-thon. That was very popular, actually. And then 45, 38, 71, 35, 74 on my last one. And I think we'll, we might break the record. I think this is my most viewed one, if I'm not mistaken. 74. Yep, that's my most viewed one. So see, if you're consistent with this every week once, and I wish we get with this many attendees, we should get a lot of traction there. We'll see, but it should be very interesting. So yeah, sale has ended now, guys. Oh no, so I gotta.
Oh, you snooze, you lose now.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you should have done it. But what else was there? I have one more that I'm gonna probably use for right now until the end of the stream. What should we do here? We'll use this one. It is called this much. Podcast 10. So basically, there's actually stop screen sharing this. Design. Nope, it's captions. Create another one. Just copy this. Oh, sorry. Show that again. Use code podcast 10. Is it? Podcast 10 to get 10% off of a podcast appearance. Here it is. I still haven't actually created a payment link for that, but
I've heard Stripe is good, and some others.
Yeah.
I think. Don't know if you know.
yes,
I don't know.
I've heard Stripe. Yeah.
Yeah.
QR code 11:15 Eastern. So let's get here, and it's going to be valid until the industry. So it's going to be like let's say 12 p.m. And should be good. And I think I can actually make it quick. Make it really quick. It's pretty fast actually to make these. Save this. Yes, and then create. Save to view. Can't do queries. Okay, interesting. I'm trying to make the stream silent, so I want to toss maybe a question out there.
No, right, don't worry.
Interesting. Did you introduce yourself yet? I don't think you just jumped right into the talk.
No,
You probably just
want me to introduce myself right now?
you can do like you don't have to like introduce all of it, but what you do.
All right, cool. So my name is Fabio Morera. I'm in computer science, and but my major field is cybersecurity. I just do anything to do with technology, and yeah, I just put my own thoughts and opinions out of what I think AI is going to be in the future, or anything tech related, but with some personality. I think that's good.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, it shows your lives, so that everybody can tell that you're being authentic about this, and that's fine. You don't have to go into depth. I like to sometimes go in depth, but it's not only about the depth. Sometimes it's the shorter the better. But
Yeah.
time turn is this way. Yeah, where is this? Next movie. Ooh, okay.
So what's your favorite sport then? Do you like F1? Do you like tennis?
Oh, I mean, I like almost every sport. I could probably say, um, except for pickleball. I don't like that. Not one bit. I don't think. I haven't played it, and I don't want to play it. But it's I like. I mean, I play hockey, like ice hockey, and then I used to do what was it called, canoe polo, actually, which is basically water polo but in canoes or kayaks. Actually, it's a little weird terminology, but yeah. And then I used to also do what was the other one? Like mountain biking. There you go. A lot of that too. So and
For
yeah,
me,
but
for me, it has
what's
to be
up?
the football. I was
Oh,
just saying it has to be the football and F1 basically.
what is F1?
It's okay. It's like it's okay. It's similar to NASCAR, but the car is not the
Oh,
same.
Formula One. Oh, I realized. Yeah, Formula One. Okay.
Yeah. What
I
was
just
you gonna
realized.
say?
Yeah.
What was you gonna say before I cut you off by accident?
No, I'm not sure. No, you didn't cut me off. I don't think so. I just let you talk because you wanted to say your favorite sport. Gosh. Maybe not. Is this one? Wait here. It's gonna be named. It's called podcast appearance. Come on. I'll make this fast. Clone. And then you can have. It's gonna be named here. I'm just gonna delete this at unit person. Tax rate less than equal to one time options. Nope. Okay, save. And discount. Yeah, it's going to discount. Settings maybe. Create new. Check out. It's lagging again. No, please. Discount code. Yes. Contact info. To preview. I have to forgot to set it all up before, but it should be good like this. Anyways, let's create this. It's pretty fast. Copy link.
Nah, it's alright. Take your time.
Yeah, this one's a promoting.
Because I know sometimes there's like technical difficulties, or like you're just trying to figure something out. So I just stay silent so you can just focus.
Fine.
You sure?
And then, no, that's fine. I have it done anyway, so I'm just gonna add this QR code.
Oh, okay.
Podcast. Website. Add and then save and then the podcast. Missed by one word. Shoot. Mutter. Podcast. What's it called? Podcast. Because I'm not hosting the podcast. I'm going to other people's podcasts and then promoting them. So yeah, it's a podcast. I'll just do that. Okay, save. So now and turn on this. So that's the new QR code. And then there's the special podcast 10. Actually, I gotta do it again. It's never perfect. It's never perfect. Like I said, it's improvised. It's never prepared.
I know. It's just someone.
And save. And scan the QR code now. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, scan the QR code, and I just I think it should be live. All of it. It is live. It's live. Products. Settings. It's phased out. So that edit. Inactive. Save. Okay. And then so no one's inactive. Cool. So yeah, book a podcast. You'll get a 10% off of that podcast. I don't assume that's gonna get booked that much because it's I charge $1,000 per podcast appearance. But let me explain the value here. Like people might say that's crazy because you're not whatever. Well, I bring the value in the story that I have first of all, but not just that. Obviously, like you could book anyone. You could probably book somebody way more experienced with way more following than me, for that much money. But I'm very experienced in a lot of stuff. It might not seem like it, but I'm 19, but I have a really interesting story for a 19-year-old. I haven't even told Fabio anything about myself, pretty much. But like I said, it's our first time really just talking.
It's our first time meeting as well, because it was this one time I was just scrolling on LinkedIn. It was on my computer or mobile. I saw your content on your feed, and then I just decided this guy looks interesting. He looks authentic, and I decided to like and comment, and I think I reposted, and then I reposted my thoughts. I think, or did I not do that? I believe I did. I can't remember.
I'm not sure what was the first what was the first ever like you gave my post, but yeah. Point being, he doesn't know me, and he already finds me interesting off of just a first look. So I feel like if I come on somebody's podcast, it'll have the similar or the same effect, where people will just want to click it because, like I said, I do have an interesting story, and not only that, I also bring in the 6,000 followers that I have. I'm not passive about it. I'm just it's not like I'll just go on a podcast and then leave it alone. I promote the hell out of it before, so like say I'll make say like 3 or 4 promotional shorts for it, put them all across all my LinkedIn channels, everything. I'll make posts about it, and to an active audience of 6,000 followers, and you're gonna get real real viewership. You're gonna get real value. So that's what it's gonna bring you. So now, basically, what I'm giving away is basically $100 off, right? 10% for the podcast appearance. So do book now through that QR code, pay me, and then we'll set up a time to meet and everything, and then I'll start promoting it and everything. And so it's the most. That price might stay because it is pretty good still. But if I do get bookings and clients and everything, it will go up. So $100 right now, take it or leave it. And $100 is a lot for a lot of people. So only 900 now. It's gonna be a lot of value. So please book now. Book now. All right, so I'm gonna let that run. Okay, so it's gonna be 30 more minutes. I should be on for. Not sure if I'm gonna be live till 12 or till that time. It's 4 hours, maybe 4 hours, because I said I'll be on for 4 hours. So I won't cut corners. I started late, so that's not an excuse. What else? So I told you tips for your profile. I told you YouTube content, or where are you gonna post it to? Like the content that you're gonna make.
I'm gonna post exclusively on the LinkedIn. I'm thinking as well, and then see what happens as well, because I've never done content creation professionally, so want to master that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then think about what else I could do in future, if that makes sense. Don't wanna over flood myself with ideas and then do too much of everything, if that makes sense.
Mm. No, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm just thinking like how I could help you in this in your journey. I mean, I already gave you some tips. Sometimes that isn't enough, and if you need something, sorry, just missed that. If you need like editing and everything, I'd be glad to help and everything. So good. Yeah, and I do. I mean, you saw it, you like it, so you know
Was
what
that-
it is. I was like, what's that?
No, I said, of course, I saw your editing, and it's amazing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the
See, so
when you were showing the shorts, you had everything boom, boom, boom.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean that's the point of all my content. It has to be fast paced for retention, and even some was most hilarious. My most viewed short is a pretty, well, for me it's slow talking at the time because I didn't know how to still do the fast talking with the intonation. Now it's kind of comes to me automatically, but it has 66,000 views, and it's about me just breaking down like a connector, like a cable basically, and there was this Apple cable that cost 120 something dollars. It was just a USB-C cable at first, but it was actually really advanced and stuff, and people didn't really understand it. So I tried to simplify it, but ended up actually making some mistakes. But hey, that's fine. It still got a 66. It still got 66,000 views, which really was it was just blown away.
yeah,
Yeah,
because 66,000 views is actually quite a lot to think about, to be honest. Even at
yeah,
least,
definitely.
yeah, and at least you put yourself out there, so that's another thing too, as another positive.
Hmm. Hey there from TikTok. 27 live viewers currently on Twitter. That's not 27 live viewers. It's views. It's not it increments. It would, if it was live, it would go down, up and down, and it fluctuate. But it's not fluctuating, so it's fixed. That means it's only counts views. So yeah, I want live count. That would be nice, but maybe it's too hard to do. I don't know, for the richest man in the world. Come on, that would be nice. But yeah. So my shorts, yeah. So see, that's to everybody out there. I do great videos. I mean, I'll show one more. I'll show the one thing that's 66,000.
Yeah, show them one more.
One more. Visibility versus views. Sort that. Here it is. Click that. 129. It's actually like everybody's gonna see it on my channel. It's on the very front page always.
Yeah,
But yeah, hang on, let's see. But if I made it today, that same video would probably like twice as much because editing has gotten way better. Can you see it?
yeah, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so why Apple charges $129 for a USB-C cable? Well, the reason is quite simple. These are two cables that cost $5. You can see that there's not much complexity to it. It's going to do the work, but it's not really that durable. Next, you have this Amazon Basics one. It's actually cheaper than the other two, but as you can see, it is much more complex. But now, compare those three against this Apple USB-C. This is the reason why it costs $129. It looks like there's a whole mini motherboard in there. Its abilities are crazy. It can transfer data at up to 40 gigabits per second, and it can charge your phone at 100 watts, which both are extremely fast. Subscribe to my channel and tell me if you are going to be using the new Apple cable. Yeah, so that was this was my first viral short. I think 66,000 views, and yeah, I guess some people didn't like it actually. Some people said like, "What is this?" As someone who owns a business in tech industry, I can tell you right now, those cables are being made for around $1 to $2, and you can buy them not even hosted for around $3 or $4 from Thunderbolt 4. You can get them for around $6 USD. Those cables should never run 30 unless they're fiber. But it turns out it was way more. It was way better it was way better. It has way better stuff. It can do way more things than people thought. so that's what justifies that $129 price. They called me an Apple fan too. Apple fans will do anything to defend the $100K. But I'm not an Apple fan. I'm just kind of looking at it, how I saw it, my opinion of it, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
X-ray of it, and I was like, yeah, it looks cool. So I saw it from that perspective.
I used to be fun you say that. I used to be an Android fan. I had so many Android phones. and when iPhone used to make some new feature, I would just basically be like, but we had it on Android first, so what does it matter? But currently I'm using an iPhone, and I'm more lenient towards Apple stuff. But I wouldn't say I'm an Apple head like that. You know, like there is some benefits to having an Android and an iPhone. You know, but it's all personal choice at the end of the day. It's all personal choice. If you have an iPhone, then you have an iPhone. If you have Android, you have an Android. But there's always like pros and cons to products, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I've never used Apple, and I know that once you use Apple, you kind of have to have mostly everything on Apple. It's good to have because it's all integrated. It's all a separate system, and when you do have Android, that's why I kind of like it more because it does have way more integrations with Google, biggest search engine, obviously, biggest there is, and it has also integrations with Windows, which is most computers out there. So when you have Apple, typically people with Apple phones will have an Apple, like a MacBook, basically. Those, both those can get expensive. so that's why I use Android and for like I said, for mostly everything. And I did have a Windows phone actually. I used to have one, but those are now phased out pretty much. I think. Well, there might be some, but it's not like it's not a huge OS.
Yeah. It was like Nokia Lumia, because I remember I had one as well. It was it was amazing. Which one did you have? Was it a Nokia Lumia as well?
It was interesting. It was what was it? Not Nokia Lumia. It was it was a series, but I forgot which the numbers it was. Like a 400, 300, something like that, maybe 500. I don't know. But I did have like one of those older ones that were made in like 2000, because I used to have it in 2014, 13 and stuff. So yeah, or maybe 15. Yeah, so about 10, 11 years ago, that's what I had it. So pretty basic. Yeah, and but they were fine. Just didn't have that many integrations, and what at the time I didn't like the most is that it didn't have Google Play Store, and it had its own the Xbox Store only, and you could only download games for phone from that store. And I was like, those are always like the trashy knockoff games with the ones from Google Play. So I didn't like that much, but work with what you have to do, and anyway, so. Well, it's actually just jumped up. Now it's 36 on Global Productions on Twitter. I saw it jump up from 26 to 36. I was like, oh, what the hell? So maybe it is gaining traction, maybe towards the very end, of course, as it always does. What do we have? Do we have any new comments? Oh, because my dad, he reshared. Now that's 39. Does NCWW have a lot of followers? It kind of does. Yeah. So now we have 39 views, 40 views. So we might have some people watching live as well. So who is watching live? What I offer, I'll just say it again. What I offer are LinkedIn profile makeovers, no AI, everything redone, banner, profile picture, headline, about section, experience, everything like that. No AI, like I said. And it sounds like you. It doesn't sound like no AI. It doesn't have any AI language, M dashes, whatever it might be. It makes it sound original. Makes people want to click on you and stay and connect with you. Obviously, builds trust. You're open to work. Well, you better buy it because it's going to boost you in front of employers, and recruiters and people that are in HR. And also, and it's good for anybody. But you just have to grow. You just have to engage, comment on, everybody's posts. You have to do that because otherwise you won't grow. Obviously, because the profile is not there just for aesthetics. It's supposed to magnet people in once they click on your profile. So you have to be in every comment section you can be. Then video editing, mostly short form editing. That's what I specialize in. Be that promotional shorts, be that any just you talking about something. I can make you look very very good in that video, and it'll definitely retain people. It'll get views. It'll hook people into you. You can make it for your profile, for any profile actually. It doesn't even have to be only a LinkedIn profile. It can just be for your Twitter pin post or something like that, whatever. And also podcast appearances. If you have a podcast and you want a cool, awesome story that I have as a 19-year-old on LinkedIn, doing what I do, just trying to build a business while making money for college, self-funded, everything like that. I have a lot of interesting stories, anecdotes, all of that. If you want me on, and you want promotion from it to an active audience of about 6,000 followers, about 5,000 on LinkedIn, and about 700 on YouTube. Well, then book me right now. And actually, we have a running promotion for $1,000. But if you book right now in that QR code, scan it, and you'll have 10% off, which means $100 off of a great podcast appearance that will get views, that will stay on your channel. That'll be basically, if you have any other episodes, it'll be the best. And I'm not afraid to say it because it's happened before. And like I said, I'll promote everything out of it. Make 3 to 4 promotional shorts, a couple of posts about it on LinkedIn, everywhere where I can. Multi-channel promotion and everything, and I'll get you a lot of views on that. So yeah, so that's pretty much the that's the main stuff I'm offering. Then there's of course project consultation. We just had a running promotion. If you've been here, but you missed it. You all missed it. Whoever is watching it, you all missed the running promotion. Shame. No, I'm just joking. Of course, it would be better to have a consultation with me for 75 instead of 100. But even for 100, it's still really valuable because you get an hour with me. Talk about anything. I can give you the strategy. I can give you the lessons, tips, and I can literally just what's it called? I can make you go visible on the internet really fast and get your face out there and have people watch you, not just scroll through your content and be a yes man. Those will actually be good, and no joke, no lie. So 50 views, perfect, awesome. 49 views on Twitter. Welcome everybody, whoever is still in the chat. Hopefully there are still people, but anyways, yeah. What's I want to say? And I just actually gave Fabio free advice on stream. If you want to roll back through the stream, because on Twitter I think you can roll back through the stream and just look at what advice I gave him earlier, and especially in the beginning of the stream for his LinkedIn profile, and then in the middle of it for his video content and stuff like that. That's what I can do for you, and you'll be, like I said, you'll be visible everywhere. Show you how I edit. I can edit them for you as well, and within that $100, it's also one free short, which has a $50 value, and I'll make you look really, really, really good. So yeah, so those are my services, and then Fabio here can obviously can attest to all of that because I just showed him all I do, and it's just also, but to kind of reintroduce it, he's a friend, yes, but not in that sense like we know each other from real life. He's actually from the UK. I'm from right now I'm in North Carolina in the United States, and so we never met each other before this. He just kind of saw my profile on LinkedIn, decided to like, comment, repost my stuff, and we kind of got to talking. We said like, we'll set up a live stream soon, and I kind of wanted to include him here because I know we've been pretty good, and he's liked my stuff, so I just wanted to bring him on so he can put it out there that my stuff is actually good. And he's a very good friend. You got to connect with him too because he's a rock star. He really can engage with original insights, no bot stuff. He has he can encourage you, he can make you feel positivity, and he's a very positive guy. So yeah, connect with him now too. I want to promote everybody here and promote everybody and everything.
Of course, yeah.
You can also say a couple of things about yourself again if you want to, like again what you do, like short though.
I mean, yeah, even before turning into a professional, just something short about me. When I was a teenager, I used to fix computers and stuff like that as like a, I would say, voluntary service. It's like, so I was getting experience in the field before um, even getting professional qualifications. And yeah, just learning about the PC, how to fix problems and stuff like that. Researching, like, yeah, it's a bit stressful, but like in general, is what I like to do. And I noticed that later in my life that yeah, it was something that still stays intact with me. And for me, it's just I want to keep everyone secure. That's the main goal. I have projects to back it up as well. Um, and obviously I have I think it's a recommendation by someone I worked on the project with when I was doing the Click stuff. So like an IBM project that was with Clicked. He basically recommended me, and yeah, the proof is in the pudding. And yeah, and I also want to say that your service is also very good as well, because it was very nice, precise, and yeah, it was very on point to what I need to improve and what I need to start doing. So if anyone is watching now, if you want, just go to use this code. Yeah, go to the QR code and yeah, just utilize this deal, and he'll work with you for 1 hour and even give you a short a short video worth $50.
And yeah, so that code is
No,
actually for podcasts now. Just show the that we have that special deal going. I'll just show the consultation real quick. So if you want to just change the code, if you want to book a consultation, if anybody's watching, because I hate it, but Twitter only shows me the total amount of viewers. But maybe somebody is watching, so whoever is watching, book a consultation with me. If you've been thinking about video projects or even podcast stuff, or you just want to talk about your LinkedIn profile, or what it can do for you. So that's basically my auditing service too. I'm gonna actually change the name for that. So consult with me about anything you want. We just talk for 60 minutes. You got my time, you got my ears, and I'll lead you through everything. I mean, I just let Fabio. He just told you. I mean, it's no BS. And I would say, I would say you're supporting a good cause, because if you support me, I'm not. Like I said, I'm self-funded. I have I just do everything pretty much myself. I get that much help. By that, he might create some presentations and everything, but all of college is up to me. So you're supporting me as a person, just as a business, or you're giving me money for nothing. It's that's why I'm not asking for handouts. I'm not asking for donations. That's all I only do on my tomorrow stream. But it's I'm asking for opportunities mostly. I'm just trying to get out there and help people with everything and work and stuff like that. So it's it works, and it works. It's all proven work. I mean, you can check out my YouTube channel again. I'll leave the link in the chat. I wonder if I put the link for the YouTube channel in the chat here. I know it's not going to show up on LinkedIn. I'll have to put it there separately. but I wonder if it's going to show up on Twitter, for example. So here's a link to my, can't post messages to some channels, but I'm wondering where it's going to post it. So it posted it only to YouTube. Interesting. I see like the tick next to YouTube. It's a little bizarre, but I guess okay. So I figured it would post it on X too, but maybe
What did you
profile. I'll just post it.
did you post your link like everywhere? It didn't do it automatically, didn't it?
It only did it for YouTube. Yeah, I have to post it.
Yeah, I
I
get
post
it.
it on,
Mhm.
check out my YouTube channel. It'd be annoying, but oh well. It's your YouTube channel. Here. There is post, and please post it. There it is. So yeah, check out that YouTube channel, and yeah, let's make it work for you. Let's make your strategy and everything. Let's make it 100 times better with video, with a profile makeover, with the podcast appearance. If you have a podcast, obviously, yeah, let's make it all work. And obviously it all works. I just earlier in the stream, if you want to scroll through again, I already explained everything and talked about everything properly. So very thoroughly too. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we talked about a lot. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about your services and how we are as people. We gave like advice. There was a lot of stuff that we actually talked about, which has a lot of value if to anyone that's watching. And I hope anyone who is watching takes the advice as well, because we are just people, and yeah, we just have to help each other and build from each other to basically get ahead, or get to what we envision our end goal as.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And so we talked about again. Well, all of my content and all of my stories on podcasts and everything, they're all authentic. They're not made up by AI. The stuff I talk about, I actually went through. It happened to me, and might actually make like a folder with all my podcast appearances in it, and you can check them out. How I talked about, but I didn't promote those podcast appearances. I just kind of showed up, and that's before I even had the service of showing up on podcasts. I was kind of showed up there for visibility, not really to sell anything or something like that, right? Because it's I respect everybody else's what's it called? I respected everybody else's channels and everything. I didn't self promote on there. I don't. So yeah, I'm just giving you my story. That's all I'm doing. And you know, once we'll have to set up a meeting, like a one-on-one meeting with Fabio here. I'll send him my. Did I send you my booking link yet?
I think you did. I can't remember, but I do believe you did.
Yeah, I can check it out. Yeah, oh yeah, sent. Oh, May 1st, I sent you like my discount code for my weekly reflection for that LinkedIn service thingy, and then oh yeah, I sent you. It's like a higher in the chat, obviously, but yeah, it's there. So book a meeting whenever you'd like. So it doesn't even have to be that long, but we'll talk. I'll tell you my story, and you can come on stream again and say, "Hey, that guy has a cool story."
Of course, yeah. We'll always we'll keep in touch, anyways. Like I like your content as well. I need to start to push to make content, even though I am, but just slowly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see loads of positives in everything. Like as I already said to you, I'm optimistic. We just have to, like, the more optimistic we are and the more we do, instead of thinking negative of like, oh, we can't do this or we can't do that. There's too much pressure, whatever. We just do, and then we achieve. That's how.
Definitely.
That's literally my mindset, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't like those when somebody says you can do anything. Obviously, yes, you obviously can do a lot of what you put your mind into, but sometimes it's unrealistic, right? So,
Yeah,
so
no,
you
I
set a
get.
goal, sure, yeah,
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
yeah. So it's not like I'm saying like you're wrong that it's all bad and we're all just gonna die and then nobody's gonna remember us. You can make something out of yourself. You just have to want to do that, right? And that's the difference between the 99% and the 1%, because 99% of people will never well, even just live streaming, right? How many people will do this, put themselves out there for 8 hours one day and just sell themselves, show off their skills and everything. Like I I asked ChatGPT about this, and it reminded me of this one thing in Pulp Fiction. Have you seen that movie, Pulp Fiction?
Palm Fiction.
No, Pulp. P-U-L-P. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp. I don't think I have. No. But
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you
watch
have to. It's an awesome movie, and it's it's an initial scene, I think, and it's like this one boxer, right, and his name is Butch, and there's Marcellus Wallace, and he's like, he's basically paying him off um, to fake the game, right, to fix the game, basically, like the match, the boxing match, and he's like, oh, you're gonna in the fifth, your ass goes down, right. In the fifth round, you're gonna go down because I want the other guy to win so I can get my bet. And he's like, in the fifth, you're gonna feel a little sting back here. That's pride. Effing with F pride. So you have to swallow your pride to be out here and just talk about what you do and everything like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. 3 hours and 46 minutes. It's went by like lightning. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's now I think it's the longest solo stream that I've had. Yeah, because before that it was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the 4 hour mark, by the way, the LinkedIn will actually just shut the stream off because it has a 4 hour limit. Which oh well, I can get that. Like the 4 hour events are very long and stuff, but yeah,
But
still YouTube keeps good going. Oh, sorry, what's up?
no, I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, oh, who you seen that's doing 8 hours of stream? I was about to say, no one. You're probably the first one I've encountered that's doing an 8 hour stream. To be honest, purely.
Well, yeah, it's broken up, but still, yeah.
Of course. Even if it is broken up, you still are doing the 8 hours.
Yeah, which shows my work ethic. I want to work towards this, and again, if you buy me, consult with me, whatever. I should switch that back to the podcast because that's the wrong deal. I forgot about that. Anyways, if you reserve me, buy me, I'll figure it out. I'll work as hard as I can for you, right? Check out my LinkedIn services page. I have some reviews over there. I work with people. I've been on time. I communicate effectively. Everything is blitzed. Like I told a customer recently, gave me a video to edit. I was like, you know what? I'll have it done by like Wednesday morning. I had it done Tuesday afternoon for the first draft, right? So I'll be very quick turnaround on me. It's a very quality video too. Once he releases it, I'll be able to release it as well because obviously it's an advertisement, so I can't release it before he releases it. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, after that, you'll be able to see it. So that takes no time for me, and it's a very quality video. It's gonna be a great ad. I bet it's gonna bring him views, money, everything, attention. I want to see that. I'm gonna ask him once it's out there for a while. I'll ask him for the metrics and everything on that video because I think it's gonna be a lot. But yeah. Anyways, so 3 hours and 49 minutes. Last 10 minutes for this first session at least to book that podcast and everything. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Should I end now? What about you? What do you think, Fabio? Should I end now or in 10 minutes?
It's up to you, to be honest. How do you feel? Do you think it was well done, the live stream? How do you feel?
I think, hey, 60 total, 60 views, like on Twitter. Yeah, 58. I say that's a pretty good success. I'm, like I said, it's it might be the impressions, it might be something like that. I'm not sure, but it's still metrics. It's still pretty good, I'd say. So, yeah. So I guess thank you to everyone watching. I didn't expect you to stay for the full 4 hours from the beginning to start, but thank you for being here too, Fabio.
No, man, no worries. As I said, like when you said you wanted to bring me on, I just said cool, why not? I jumped on, and of course I wanted to just stay through the whole thing, obviously, because it's good for you, and it's good for other people to see that each other's values there's a lot of potential, if that makes sense. There's a lot of potential in both of us, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and deleted that. So Master Christian, that's Fabio, and I'll actually be back in 2 hours for another round of 4 hours of streaming. So you've heard it from himself, from Fabio. What I do, I just tell me, Fabio, what did you leave with? Tell the viewers, what did you leave with today?
I left with advice and what to improve, and also just start posting, even though like it's not like there's no industry news, but just post something, if that makes sense. So you kind of motivated me with like, you need to post now, put yourself out there, like just really and truly motivating me. So that's what. Yeah.
Sorry. You can go. Sorry, I thought you were finished.
No, it's fine. No. I'm just saying that's what I left with.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for sharing that. I'm glad I can motivate you. I've motivated a couple of other people, and I'm not trying to brag, but I had another guy who said, like, he started doing weekly live streams because of me, basically, like, showing up and saying, F it, I'm just going to start doing this, and people are going to come. And people have come. So, yeah, I really appreciate the support I've gotten so far. And now it's time to turn it into my advantage, and just promoting the heck out of me. And there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a second segment from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, where I'll be promoting myself again, showing off maybe the same services, maybe more, whatever I come up with over the next 2 hours, and we'll see. I'll have more deals coming up as well. There's more, what do you call them, discount codes to have ready. So, yeah. So thank you to everybody watching. Thank you, Fabio, for joining me. Thank you for letting me, give you advice, and thank you for letting me go through your profile and everything. So it was really appreciated, because you showcased it live to everybody. So yeah.
No worries, man. No worries. Thanks for having me as well. Thanks for having me. And
yeah, absolutely. Let's set up a meeting soon.
Yeah. Yes. Sooner or later. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you to everybody watching, and I'll see you in about 2 hours with another 4 hours.
I'll be on your comment section as well. I'll watch you from comments.
Absolutely, yeah. You can put in some questions, and you can also, like, just I don't want you to, like, do if you don't want to do it, it's fine. Like, share, like, what we did in the first. I'll talk about it as well, but you can say, like, you actually did do that.
Yeah, of course. No worries. I'll do it, bro. Don't worry. I'll do it. I just be like, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Say bye. Bye, stream. See you.
Bye, stream. Bye.
Bye.